All you hoes, you and your mammy and your granny too. I'm sick of this shit. All you hoes don't give a damn what you wanna do.
They like the chaos.
They like the chaos. So when you're able to
chaos,
let that chaos reign with,
chaos,
let that chaos reign with,
chaos
let that chaos reign with,
must reign. Yes. Welcome, guys. Welcome to another edition, another stream, another live stream here on the Chaos Rain Show. I am Chaos Rain. Today, we got to have this conversation. And I know I did this little at the nighttime, and I'm going to probably start doing these either videos or streams at a certain time now, because like always, some people will catch this, some people won't. But I like to give people the opportunity to catch the streams live in effect as best as possible, and I think it's my rightful duty to do so. So for the sake and fairness of this content moving forward, I will try to do streams a little earlier as best as possible, if nothing else comes up. But besides that, the links to follow me are now in the description below every video. Some videos that I've done so far, live streams, I had to I had to put the links there because I did not put them in the first, but now I will. So you see the thumbnail, see the title, and this is something that we have to have the conversation. And can you guys hear me? Let me know. Let me know. Press 1 or something in the chat room. Let me know if you can hear me well. And the reason why that is because what I've noticed now is there's a number of men dating young, older women, and they're getting these relationships and don't understand why the hell they're in it. And this particular content kind of bothered me a little bit. So you see the thumbnail, you see the picture. Let's not waste no more time. Let's get into it. Let's go. Title: Young Man and Older Woman. Is this the new femininity? Let's go. Fair use. Thank you and enjoy. And please like the stream and subscribe to the Chaos Rain Show. Let's go.
Okay, so Kyla and Anissa will be asking either me or us some questions as well. So it's kind of like we're doing a solo episode, but like with you. Like you get to answer all the questions. I don't know how I feel about this. I ain't even gonna hold y'all.
I don't know why you have this man that you, or this is like a conquistador from what I'm noticing, to sit here, and unfortunately, this man asked for it because he's emasculating himself at the end of the day. But I'm gonna let y'all hear and y'all be judged. Gentlemen, pay attention. You young dudes, y'all need to watch this particular stream I'm doing right now. Let's go.
Okay.
Blushing?
Am I blushing?
You're like
It's
you're
my
red.
nerves.
Your cheeks look a little flushed.
It's my nerves. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. How did you know? Okay. How does he know you're the one for him? And what was his approach to you? That's a question for me, huh? That's both of us. You go first. How'd you know I was the one for you?
Um,
I'm scared.
how did I know? Well, I mean, I'm still getting to know.
The answer is he does not know, because two things that comes to mind, and I'm hoping this is what the direction the young dude is going with this older woman. You're in this relationship because you need something from her. Now, she's going to try to help this, because they're about to be engaged. For those that's watched this video, they're actually engaged right now as I speak. Now, will they go through with the marriage? I do not know. But for the sake of this conversation, this man is put on the hot seat with her fans because she is a femininity coach, and I believe I did a live stream on her before. On certain talking points, I will agree to, but as time progressed, I know there's somehow have to take a step back because when the questions asked about her or which men she'll deal with, she has certain unrealistic standards that most modern women think they deserve, but squander it because the time they put into themselves instead of finding a mate while putting time in themselves. You could also talk and eat at the same time. So let's continue to listen more. If you guys have any questions, please hit the like button, or leave a comment.
Bro, I'm serious. Like, this is serious.
Yeah, go ahead. I'm ready. I'm ready. Please, I'm ready.
Because you could spend your whole life just deciding, is she the right one? Is this going to work out? I don't know. You know, you go down the qualifications, you review your time together. We've been friends for so long, and I feel like I know just about everything about you. And I made the decision, to make you my fiance, and so now that I made that decision, I just work at it and just make sure that decision was the right decision. So as we get older, more time together, there is no bad decision in my eyes, like, because I'm gonna work every day to make sure it was the right decision. So
Do you feel like you chose right?
yeah, so far so good.
How you feel you chose right? You did not really know why you're in this relationship so far from the question itself. Besides a feeling, what does that mean? We're men here. We don't do feeling. What is so unique about this woman that is older than you, that grabbed to you, that you want to have or go as far as put a ring on it? That's the question a lot of people did not get or want to know. And I'm still questioning why you're in this relationship, first of all. Let's go.
Do you feel like I am the architect of a wife that everyone says? Like, did you know I was a wife before? Like, obviously we're not married, but were you like, oh, that's a wife?
Definitely.
Really?
That's probably why it took me so long to get to this point, because
That sounds backwards.
no.
But what do you mean it take you this long to get to this point? How long are you dating this woman again? There's a lot of missing pieces to this. And I think it'd been better if she went and did a background for the audience, know how long they've been dating and all stuff, give more context. This was not done during this whole particular stream, what I'm revealing to y'all right now. And please like the stream, guys. Subscribe, leave comments, and support the channel if you can, super chats or something. I'd like to hear from y'all. Let's go.
Because you got to think about how a man works, right?
Okay.
If you're not ready for something, you will fumble it. So yeah, 2 years ago, me knowing that you're a wife, and if I pursued you and we got into some situation and I wasn't ready for you, I would have fumbled you. I would have mishandled you. So, I've always known you were a wife, and I've told you this before. I kind of like felt like I had you in my back pocket. Like, I was just like, I might have to come back to that and see, when I'm ready for it. And now I feel like I'm ready. So that's why we're taking this step.
What makes you ready now?
It got a lot to do with time. It got a lot to do with, your timing too, because you weren't always ready either.
Whoa. Pause, rewind. What does that mean?
You
Come
know
on
what
now.
that means, Sarah.
No, what does that mean?
Sarah.
Please.
We both had trust issues.
Yeah.
You told me before, like you the biggest professional runner out here.
True.
So, we both had to.
You mean reality personalis runner? What do you mean reality runner? That don't make no sense. You mean personal reality star or influencer? I don't know if someone has to correct him because he's talking in circles. I'm not sure if y'all getting that. Let's continue.
Grow up a little bit
Yes. Okay.
and be ready for each other.
Yes. True.
And and in my case, like, what made me get there a little bit faster is probably the the risk of losing you.
Mm.
You know, so I'm like, at some point, somebody's gonna see exactly what I'm seeing and try to take my spot. So I'm like, let me go ahead and solidify it now.
It's a better answer now. It started off a little rocky, but that was good.
Yeah, you got to come full circle. You got to hear the whole story.
Okay. Okay. All right.
But young brother, how are you gonna be afraid of losing your spot? It don't seem like you have a scarcity mindset when it comes to women. And I think enough young men, and we could say old men, depending how much we can get it out here with these ladies, we develop a certain scarcity mindset. If we don't latch on, get to this pussy, it's gonna go away. And I'm telling you right now, gentlemen, don't think like that. We gotta stop thinking like that. There are a lot more fish out in the sea. Stop thinking in a very scarce mindset. Like if you don't get this, there's not gonna be a better fish. You gotta stop thinking like that. That's not gonna do you no well. I'm telling you right now, for God's sake. This is like short advice to those that's gonna listen to this. Let's go.
So, what made me stand out from the rest of the ladies you dated?
Well, first thing, like I said, it's a prototype of a wife in my head.
Okay, what is that?
And it's like, I got friends, I got my homies and group chats. Like we all have this idea.
It's like a man thing.
It's a man thing. Like a wife when you see one. Like if you're in a grocery store, you in the gym.
Kenny, do you agree? Okay.
It's a like you're not a wife yet, but the prototype of a wife, the qualities of a wife, you can see that from a mile away by just looking at a woman.
Okay.
And so I always had that feeling towards you that, okay, that's a wife. And like I said, that's why I didn't choose to prematurely like pursue you.
Okay.
Because when you're not ready for something,
you'll fumble it.
And then you mishandle something earlier, you might not ever get that chance again, or that trust is broken back then, you might as well stay in the friend zone or whatever the case is. So what's the question again?
Oh my goodness. God damn it. It's already what time? We are almost 13 minutes in. And what he just said did not make a goddamn sense. So you say you could know it's a wife by just looking with your own two eyes. As she asks you deep questions, what does that mean? You're not making sense, brother. And I'm going to be very honest because I'm a man talking on this. I could probably speak for myself. I could speak in general. Most men, when we come meet a woman or a lady that we might be interested, we're not going to always know right off the bat that you're wife material. That's bullshit. Bullshit. Only time we know you are considered wife material is how, and it goes back again, what the man's looking for. What do you offer and do that will make this man, in essence, feel comfortable to say that you could be more than just a regular chick that I'm going to smash? You could be something that, is a necessity. In other words, an asset that say, okay, I keep you around. And other things that you come that standard, which is the body, depending if you're not too fat, the box, the womb, that standard. But what other small things besides, the basics that I think most men nowadays could do now? They could wash, they can cook and clean now. Last time I checked, I could be wrong. That what do you offer than just what is considered a wife? Because if any man would tell you like this young dude that doesn't know what he's talking about, he doesn't know what a wife is, I'm sorry, because you can't articulate what is wife in the eyes of you. You just go by what your friends have that's married to a woman. That's not a wife. It's more than it seems. But it goes to show that you're put on the front seat, on the hot seat, to sit there explain your relationship and your so-called affection love to Miss Sarah. And right now, it's giving off that you don't know what the hell you're doing. It look like you're just there for something else. All right, let's keep going.
Let me go back. What made me stand out from other women?
Yeah, it's just seeing women out in public, it ain't a whole lot of wives out there. So automatically you stood out that way. And you know, just me looking at my life and how I've built myself up, I've always had an idea of what I want my life to look like. And, you know, you definitely fit that description. And, you know, you're a rare breed. So, you know, even breeding, I thought about that. I was just like, we probably had some nice kids. You know, we've had some good looking kids. And then so
This is child's play. This is female thinking. I'm sorry. This is, I know people don't gonna like what I'm saying. This is feminine talk. Women that sit there procreate with men that's outside the race, especially black women, and you know Sarah is a byproduct of miscegenation because she's mixed. Women think like they when they have intercourse or want kids, most like they want kids that don't look or carry their reflection. In essence, they want a kid that will look either lighter, with straighter hair, and more lighter eyes. You as men thinking like that about pretty kids, you're thinking like a woman. I'm sorry, bro. That's what you're saying. That's what you're giving off to a lot of people that listen to this. Let's keep going. And please, as people come to the villain, likes are free, so hit the like button. I would appreciate if you're watching the stream, just hit the like button. And if you have any opinions or stuff, leave in the chat room.
all of that come into play when you thinking about the woman you want to ask to be your wife. Like, you know, so you hit all those boxes.
Okay. You want to ask me any question about that or no? Should I
Oh
just
yeah.
continue?
No. You can tell me why you
You
think.
got to ask me the question directly.
Okay, so
Girl.
how did you know I was the one?
Can I tell a real answer?
Give it to me. Give it to me.
Okay, my real answer is because obviously I've said before 1,000 times I have a fear of commitment. And I feel like we have been friends, but we've always had chemistry and we've always had energy. And it's like I felt like I hated that I loved you. And I've actually had that conversation. Anissa knows, like I've had
I
that
knew you was
conversation
gonna say that.
with a lot of people. Like I hated that I loved you because I knew that you weren't ready, but I loved you. And it was like, okay, well, he could just be my friend. So you were actually in my back pocket too, for the record. But why did I choose you? Because I feel like you have seen every version of me. Jesus, I might need Q-tips.
Do I need to go?
I need a napkin. I feel like, real talk, I'm not gonna cry. I might cry because I'm a cry baby. No, I just need a napkin, please. I feel like you've seen every version of me, like the worst versions of me. And you've always still, yep, come on in. Thank you. I love you too. You've always still like been there and like chose me and reinforced and like encouraged and uplifted and whatever it may have been, because I feel like for me, I'm the kind of person that I don't have bad days often, but when I do, I'm really heavy. And even when I've gone through, like, you know, when I was traveling and shit was hitting the fan, or when like any of the things that were happening, you've always been like a place of solace for me. And the fact that I could literally talk to you about anything and you've never judged me, you've never wronged me, you've never tried to shape me. I just trust you. I think that we're obviously learning this new version of us, but I chose you because in my past, I've always just powerfully chosen. And I'm like, I can build the love. Love is easy. Love is great. And then I get in those relationships and it's like, okay, I'm choosing this person, but then over time, it's like, I don't want to be with this person. And with you, I powerfully chose you and I already love you. So I feel like, I don't know, I feel like as long as we stay in alignment, like it's kind of giving untouchable. It's giving like I actually like you and love you goals. And I just pray that we stay in this version of us and evolve inside of this a new version of us that's like, you know, that, because I really do feel like we have something special, because I feel like we have a great foundation. I actually feel like we kind of started how my parents started. Do you remember my parents' story?
Before we should go into their parents' story, which I don't know if I want to hear. In other words, what she's saying is, as long as you make this comfortable for way how I see it, this will work. Other than that, I'm not gonna stay in it. Matter of fact, I will kick you to the curb. That is the message she's giving out for those that didn't pay attention. Because it looked like to me, Miss Sarah, it looked like you have been messing around with other groups of men. And God forsake, let's hope it's still black men, but maybe not. But as old as you are, and this dude that you have that's gonna be a fiance on the left, right? That's not assured of himself, much as why he's even in this relationship, much as why he's even engaged. Let's be honest. It seemed to me when a lot of men go and listen to this, the ones that got their heads on right or pay attention to the clues, it seemed to me that you're in control of this relationship. And we all know about women that are in control of relationships. It don't really last long here in America, especially talking about a black woman. No matter if she's mixed or not. If she's in control, most likely you're in trouble, my dude. Sorry to say. I'm just sorry to tell you that. And the things that she said that where she's going through feelings and stuff, comfortable to talk about, that's something that you should work out with your close friends. Your man should be your opposite. He has to be a still discipline, some form of structure, a sense of direction. Hell, leadership that y'all ladies keep talking about this shit about leadership, and you keep redefining leadership. He doesn't give none of those clues. All he does is sit there as in front of you with his hand on your lap, a compliant puppy. And that's what a lot of men view this, to those that don't understand this. And the saddest thing about it, she's a feminine coach. Very questionable. All right, let's go.
My dad was a Mac, messing and dealing with everybody. My mom, this little tiny 5'1", smart, intellectual nerd that didn't know how beautiful she was. And my dad tried to Mac on my mom, and my mom was like, "No, you got all those females, just be my friend." And slowly but surely over time, my dad started cutting every female off. And then, long story short, he made her sign a contract of their friendship and saying that she'll never change and that he'll never change and that they'll always love each other and all of these things. And they ended up getting together. Like my dad, they still have that contract to this day. And you've met my parents. They're really cute. And I feel like that was kind of you.
You want to do a contract?
I mean, we about to.
Oh, well, yeah.
Kind of. But we could.
See that? Said, do you want to do a contract? This is the man that's not really sure of himself. And the reason why he's not sure of himself because he doesn't know why he's doing what he's doing. Even go as deeper that he doesn't have no sense of direction of what woman he really wants. Now, I'm not sure how much money Sarah got than he has because when I come to find when a lot of men that don't really got their stuff in order mentally, besides, let's say he got himself together body and financially. The one thing that's lacking is his mentality. And I remember Shannon Ross did a stream about what was the stream that Shannon did? Let me see if I can find it. It slipped my mind. Shannon did a good stream, and the stream was focused on no, I gotta tell you what it is, guys, because I can't just run off the mouth. I'm gonna say on air. And Shannon did a good stream, and it's something that people might have to look into. The stream was titled, let me look, I'm trying to find the name of it. I should remember the name of it. Where is Conditional Leadership. And it segues to this live stream. You're taking leadership by a conditional standard that she was set forth by her upbringings. No, you should set the table and set the parameters of how you want this relationship to go. And he's not giving that at all. Not at all. And that's one thing that frightens me about younger black men in relationships with older women. Let's continue.
Could absolutely do a contract, but I feel like you have been outside and I have been getting to know people. Like I've been dating too, just looked a little bit different. And I think we both just been sorting through, but we always kind of had each other. That's a really long answer.
It's a good answer, though.
It is?
It's genuine.
It's honest. Yeah. Okay. Next
I
question.
have a question.
Oh,
for you.
okay.
So, wait a minute. I think I lost it. 1 second. I just had it. Oh, that's for Brock. Here are for you. What's more important, if a man matches your income or he truly loves, respects, and is faithful to you?
Both.
You have to.
I'm not choosing. Both. I want a man. Now, this is the
She
thing.
don't play by the rules.
I don't. He knows that.
She
And see, this is another problem. Say you don't play by rules, but if in life there's choices, there's trade-offs. You can't have one or the other. Now, I remember Obsidian wrote a book for the ladies. I think Miss Sarah needs to read some of these brothers' books because it explains more better about the actual nature of men in general, especially black men. Because she's not getting it. You can't have the money and the loyalty. A man only goes by his options alone, and usually his options are always vary by depending on the relationship he has with you. But yet again, you're the one that makes most of the money on this relationship. And I remember a few months back, you talking about saying that you're not dealing with or dating or whatever, dealing with a man that doesn't have the same income as you. And it makes me think, and not only think, but I would say believe this man does not make more than you. From the conversation I'm hearing so far in this interview. So you asking for loyalty and what? What was the fish you asked for? The what? No, you gotta pick. You can't both. All right, let's keep going.
She doesn't. I be trying to make Sarah pick one. I know that she's gonna say both, but
Both.
I'm trying to.
This is the thing, though. It doesn't always like when you do well as a woman, sometimes your man's income might fall lower than yours, and that's okay. And him, my income might never be to where his is at, right? So the truth is, there's seasons inside of success. And I think that we need to understand that it's never just a level of your income is always going to be right here. That's not realistic, especially if you're a business owner or an entrepreneur. Business is not always going upward. It's up and down, hopefully in an upward trajectory. And because I actually own businesses and I do business, I understand the difference between a season and commitment. I know that if Brock were to ever fall below, at least I think if you ever fell below my income,
You got me?
oh, of course. But I also think that we would build it back up.
So in other cases, a partnership. This is not a real relationship that's going to be a marriage where there's going to be a husband and wife, roles and duties. That's what you're telling us right now. That's traumatic. That's problematic, brother. Pay attention.
Don't you think?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I think. Can I go to the next question?
I would add that I feel like us being together I could get it back faster. If I just lost it all. It took me, almost 37 years to get to where I'm at. With us being together, we definitely could rebuild it, 10 times faster.
Yeah. Sarah is definitely an asset to have in life for sure, at any capacity.
Thank you.
Yeah, she'll be an asset if she's trying to build you up, brother. Yeah, she will be an actual asset. She's not gonna be a helpmate, but she'll be an asset to you. God forsaken that you're not in control where you're dictating how you want the relationship to go, which is problematic. I mean, she's gonna be the one that's gonna be telling how things gonna go, including what to do with your money. It is what it is. It is what it is.
You. Thanks. Okay, next question. How long? Ooh, I don't know if I even want to ask this question. You can blanket it. Don't be specific. How long did y'all date before you wanted to propose? Or did you want to propose before we dated?
I knew I wanted to propose before we dated.
How long did you know?
I told you I had you in my back pocket.
But how long did you know? I would propose to this girl.
2 years ago.
Shut the
How
front
long
door.
how long we been knowing each other?
Sarah, everybody knows that. You stop.
No, I'm having a moment. I'm like, wait,
No, I'm
so you
serious.
literally thought that? Wait, what?
I'm serious. Like when I first met you, I was just like, okay, yeah, she could be my wife.
This is very eye-opening. And then you just had to sort through the stuff.
I had to figure it out.
You
I
had
had
to
to figure
cut off all
myself
the.
out.
You
I
had to
had
cut
to
off all
grow
the,
up.
the girls.
I had to grow up. I'm gonna call it that.
Was it hard for you to cut off the women? Because it was kind of cold turkey, to be honest.
Right.
Yeah.
Was it hard? No.
No,
Nope.
not at all.
Probably hard for them. I've been through it all. It's just like, yeah.
Did you ever? Okay? So, because we're very honest. I'm not going to share all your business, but did these women think that they were in a relationship with you? Like, did you say we're boyfriend and girlfriend?
No.
Did you say we're exclusive? Do you think in their minds they thought they were in a relationship with
I
you?
don't think they did. But women get delusional sometimes.
Okay, so you were just, everyone's just okay with just having a good time?
Before this man goes into explain this, the one thing that you guys gotta pay attention and notice well, and I think this dude's running game on Sarah. I don't think he's that stupid. You said you knew that she was gonna be the one 2 years ago, so I would have to take. You've been friends with this woman for, let's say, a year. Then maybe y'all made it, or Illusion made it to made it official 2 years ago. So I would say, give or take, she's been dealing with this dude for 4 years. And I'm just guessing. I could be wrong, but you've been around this woman, and unfortunately, how we like to call it, a lot of men we call it, this is a situationship. And she doesn't know this because she's gullible. And let's be honest, a woman that's, well to do off financially, you're not gonna find a man that's equal to you financially, regardless of your looks. They're gonna look at many factors to disqualify you. And I think Sarah knew this. That you're dealing with a young man that just here to get something in return. And if he's playing smart, which it seems to me that's what he's doing, that's why he's in a relationship with you. And you just don't see it. And the sad thing about all this, his answers giving and is telling about where he wants to go with this relationship, and how much you're in control of the relationship, to the point where he's only in it just to get and gain something or benefit from it. He's not in it for, say, play as a role as an action man and somewhat a provider. He's in it just to hope to gain something. And I think she's so stupid and foolish that she's in a relationship and don't see it. But anyway, let me keep going.
For the most part.
Wow.
I mean, some of them not, and then they kind of weed themselves out. Kind of.
Yeah.
I've been single 3 years, but before that, I've probably been in a relationship my whole life. So for the past 3 years, I've been intentionally trying to stay single. Like, that's
And then
just,
boom, out of nowhere, we get engaged.
that's all it took.
And we about to be married.
About to be married.
Like, quick and in a hurry. Like, by the time this episode airs, it will not be very long until we're married. What are you most excited about after our wedding day? I think I know your answer, but go ahead.
You think you know?
No,
How you think you know? Because I don't know.
I think I know.
What you think it is?
No, because I don't want to ruin it. I'm going to mouth it to the camera. Don't look. This one? That one? This one? That
This
one?
one?
Don't look. Look at
Look
Anissa.
at me.
Okay.
What?
Nope. They
I don't
either
even know
got
what
it or
you
they
just
did it. Okay, go.
I'm not sure. Making babies.
I knew it.
Oh, okay.
I said pregnancy.
That okay. I would have never thought that,
Pregnancy.
but for sure, I knew that.
I said it. That's what I think you're most excited about. I think you want family.
I do.
I think we want family.
Brock is great with children.
He's great. I think you're going to be an incredible father.
I'm ready.
Yeah.
You ready?
Yep.
You sure?
Yep.
Sarah's ready. Okay. Sarah is ready. All right. I am not
mean, I feel
surprised that
like
y'all are about to get
nobody's
married.
really ready until you have one. though.
I'm
we think we ready.
I'm not ready in the sense that I'm like prepared, because prepared means you have all the things, you have, like I'm not prepared, but I'm ready. Like I'm ready to once we, do the thing, we to get pregnant, and I'm ready to put lotion on my belly every day, and I'm ready to put headphones on my belly, and I'm ready for you to lay there and talk to baby, and I'm ready to take the pregnant photo shoot, and I'm ready to be on a Pilates reformer machine pregnant 8 months. I'm ready. Like I'm ready for those things, but like am I prepared? I don't know. My body might be like,
Bye, Sarah.
you got jokes. I don't know. I don't know what it's gonna be like. I might also be exhausted. I also want a night nurse and a nanny.
You get it all.
So in other words, Miss Sarah found a dude that fits the aesthetic to begin the process of impregnation, in lack of other words. That's why she's smiling, giggling now, because she found one dude that, and not only that, you found a young dude that's not really knowing himself and really either has no sense of direction, which most young dudes his age do, or he's playing some good game on you, baby. That he was willing to give you the seed to be a mother. And that's what you want at the end of the day. Because mind you guys, Sarah is in her late 30s now. She's born in 1988 now. So it's been far overdue that she needs to have kids. And she already has passed the so-called high-risk pregnancy after age 35. So she's trying to find some dude now to impregnate her now. And, one dude decides to sign off on it. This is going to be very interesting. Very interesting. Let's keep going. All right.
Okay. Okay. Where did we meet?
At my house,
True.
I was having a kickback. And my homie Ty.
Who's also one of my really good friends.
Yep, he brought you over.
Okay.
And the rest is history.
I have a follow-up question.
Okay.
Speaking about male friends, because
Yeah.
we spoke about this earlier,
Yeah.
are you going to cut off all of your male friends once you become a wife?
No. But the ones that I'm not cutting off, he already knows. Like Ty is a mutual friend of ours.
Okay. I
You
know
know,
Ty. Ty's cool people.
Yeah. Or like my friend AD, we're already all like circled in. And to be honest, what I'm really grateful for is there's a lot of very successful, affluent men that are now going through him to talk to me. I just feel like the level of respect is so high. Do you feel that way?
Yeah.
It's been really, really great to see that like people value me in a way where they're bringing in my husband, future husband, into the equation, because I won't do one-on-one anymore, especially with certain people. It's just inappropriate. Why?
Right.
As a wife, hell no. As a fiance, as a girlfriend, hell no. Well, no, not as a girlfriend. Maybe as a girlfriend, but not as a fiance is a glorified girlfriend. Anyway.
So in other words, if this guy goes through with this marriage, which he will, because you're not in control of the situation, she's going to still have male friends. Now, for a lot of men, no, and we all know this, anytime a woman is really in control and she has friends that's male that she knows, friends up front that have been friends for years now, she's not going to be now all of a sudden going to cut them off. And the reason why she's not going to cut them off, because some of the male friends, let's be honest, and a lot of men will agree with this, she still will have some nice little piece on the side while still married to the so-called brother. And he's going to be cool with it. He's going to be fine with it because you're not pulling the purse strings in this relationship. You're not even controlled. And we all know why you're not controlled, because how certain how you articulate yourself on why you in this relationship in the first place. One thing that is proven evident, and a lot of men could see it, is confidence, direction. You're in the right mental state. in the right place in your mind, besides everything else, besides body, and look like you got your money right. It could be even more, but you got money. Where you stand as a man. And right now, you're not there yet. And you're dealing with a woman that is more seasoned than you because she has age on her. She's been around other men. Hell, she has been fucking other men. Whether you knew about or not. And she is now going to be married to you. Speaks for herself. So all that stuff Thomas says she's going to interview some people or she's going to cut back interviews, that is considered bullshit. And I'm going to tell you why. Because you're a wife, but you're a wife that's in control. And a lot of men can see it. And a lot of the dudes that you're friends with know this. They could see this dude out there say, what are you doing with this sucker? Or we could say, what are you doing with this dude? Because I can't say he's a sucker because he probably in it to gain something out of this. Who knows? But overall, yeah, she's not cutting that off. That right there speaks loudly of where this relationship really is and who's controlling the relationship. Let's continue. Praise. And guys, come on, let's have some fun here in the chat room. Let's go.
Do we feel complete? We're complete?
We good.
Okay, next question. Let's see. That's the same question. How did you bag the baddest baddie?
That's a real question.
That's a real question.
How did you bag the baddest baddie?
That's funny.
Really just committing to you. That's all it really took. You know, once you saw that I was all in, then you all in.
Also true. Do you want to add to that at all? Do you want to?
I think that's it. One hitter.
You feel complete on that?
Yeah.
You don't want to ask me anything?
Well, you didn't bag me, so.
I did bag you. First of
Also-
all, I bagged a man that would not commit, that all these girls wanted, that every woman was doing everything for nothing for you, and you chose me.
But
So
also-
I actually feel like I did bag you.
But also,
Oh, what you just said, Sarah, we got rewind it back. All the women that won't do for him, but you're doing for him. So it's more than you're just doing things which is standard. You're doing things and also giving and paying your way. Let's talk the truth, baby. What are you doing that's different from all the women that he's been screwing for years? Regardless that he's been single for what before meeting you for the last 3 years. And let's be honest. A man that's single or wherever label he want to call it, he's still, if you look at him, he's still getting access to many boxes. For those that don't know, do not be fooled, gentlemen or ladies. Do not be fooled. A man, if you look at him from head to toe, he's still getting access to other women before he decides to say, I'm going to be committed to you. If we want to agree to that or believe that. You're playing the part that you should be playing, or even paying your way to this man, or you buying this man to really set precedent for him to say, okay, you're the one. That's why he's still around. I ain't lying, guys. Ladies, I'm not lying. I want y'all to think long, hard in this. She's not articulating what you do differently from these other women that he's messing with. That's the question we want to hear. What are you doing differently? Can you explain that? Can you give detail? You won't. Let's keep going. This is a good video.
being that we're all mutual friends, y'all were friends first. Y'all built a solid foundation of
Hell yeah,
friendship
we
and
did.
genuine care and love for each other. Like I've seen y'all the last 2 years, like genuinely care for each other. I have things in my photo library to show that I like the way Sarah like loved you from the jump. I've always seen it. Was in no surprise that this is happening. I'm so happy
receive
for
that.
y'all, for sure.
I receive it.
But I mean, I got, it's a lot of people that I know or we know. It's two different ways. It's either they knew and it was like, it's about time, or they just had no idea.
Well, I think the way that we both denied each other to everyone else too might have surprised everyone. Because I feel like both of us were like, hell nah. Like, ain't no way. That's my friend. That's like, you know. But you're the only friend I've ever had that I like have real chemistry with. And I could not shake you. That's another way I knew that I really love this man. Because when he made me really angry, my cutoff game is so strong. I
Yeah.
don't tolerate nothing.
I remember those
I
conversations.
really don't. And I'd be like, man, this man is dead to me. I will never speak to him again. And then boom.
You right there.
Right there. I could not
Looking
shake
crazy.
this man. Is that did I spin the block? No.
No. Well, yeah,
Is
you
that
kind of
spinning the
did.
block?
I don't think so.
You
I don't
kind of
think
did
so.
spin
I mean,
the block.
I could not shake you to save my life, and I tried.
Yeah, but you can't shake him, or you had to spin the block, because what are the other prospects besides the dudes that, let's be honest, you get the time of day in the bedroom? He's do that, unfortunately, because he sit there, wait patiently and waiting, or what they call the friend zone. He wait his turn, and he sees the opportunity. Yeah, he might have got some from other women. All he was waiting for you to really start go all in on him, with him to jump aboard. And that's how it goes. And I'm not really too fond of the friend zone thing. I think most men need to stay away from that. If you like a woman, I mean, try to pursue her as possible, best as possible. Don't be putting no friend zone. It's not a good look. Even when I heard about this stupid friend zone nonsense, I find it weird in itself. You like the person or not. Don't do all extra double garbage. It's stupid. So, all right.
It's crazy. Are we complete?
We good.
This is a good question. Go ahead.
My daughter's school is calling.
Okay, go ahead. And can you leave your phone? Oh, just kidding. You got to take over with the chat if there's more questions.
I have a
Kyla.
question.
Okay.
What exact moment did you realize he's the one? I got tunnel vision now.
When he made a real commitment, that's when I had tunnel vision. Because I told him, can I be candid?
Go for it.
We gonna just tell the story?
We out here. We outside.
Ooh, child. Okay, so I was talking to other people and I was down to two. It was him and another man. And both of them are great men. Although I thought that the other man was much more marriage minded than he was. And I was having conversations with both of them. Now, mind you, he was also still dealing with other women, not dating seriously, but having fun being a single man. I expect a man to be a man, right? And so inside of that time, it really wasn't very long from when we got exclusive with each other to then now we got proposed. He proposed. It was literally like, no, it was not long. It was like this, to be honest. But I told him, I'm ready to be married. I want to be married in a year. Do you remember that conversation? How'd it go for you? Like in your mind, what did I say?
You definitely said you didn't think I was ready. And I had to make a decision, like, do I just let you go? And you're probably gonna be married in a year, or make the decision, And I told you what I thought about you and this other dude.
And I quote that. That's what he said. Yep.
So
And I was like, do you understand what you're saying to me? Like, you're telling me to release someone that wants what I want. And then he was like, see, that's your problem. You think y'all want the same thing. He actually was really profound in these moments. And then shortly after,
I'm always profound, first of all.
The weird thing about all this, right? I try to estimate and guess how long these two been in a relationship, besides engagement, to really give a real analysis to make a point that, and I said this on a particular upload, which maybe I'll put a chapter on it, about 2 years and no greater for a lot of ladies. Now, if Sarah said that this man has no greater than a year, it makes me believe, I can't say I know, but I'll say believe that you anticipate 1 year of commitment with this dude, then the other so-called year, there should be a ring involved. So it looks like she might be following the formula that I've presented on previous broadcasts that I did, like I think a year ago, or was like last year around this time, about 2 years and no greater, to really see and eliminate the time wasters in regards you want to be a wife. How long should it take for a man to really put a ring on it? I think she's following my parameters. But the problem is, I'm not sure how long you've been in a relationship with this man, because this dude was in a friend zone. So a lot of confusion here to find that she now has to let go of one dude to make a fully commit towards him. So that means you're still messing around out here before you decide to take him on as actual boyfriend and now become fiance. Very telling. I'm not sure what y'all guys view. Leave it in the chat room in the comments. Let's go.
Okay. I'm gonna let you be great. I'm gonna let you be great because that's my man. But I think that I was really in a space of I didn't want to hurt anyone also. And but I know that I'm in a season in my life where I'm ready. I'm ready to be a wife and have a husband. And then we had a real conversation. Next thing you know, we're together. Next thing you know, we're engaged. And I think it's funny because in complete transparency, I've had women that have created fake pages messaging me about you, thinking that their timeline and my timeline intersect because it was close. I don't care.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Let's unpack that, Sarah. What do you mean women creating fake pages tell them that they know this man and they were screwing this man? That should be a warning sign in itself, Sarah. I thought you're a feminine coach. You should pick up on these things. These are things that should be clues that you should examine closely. Because last time I checked, if this is the product you're pushing to women to, they can get any man, regardless they got a career, they make money, you can get any man when you're ready, is the bunk, really. Especially at your age. But you have this young man and you on this hot seat or on the sofa, on this couch, given the detail, explain way, and present to your ladies that subscribe to your course or whatever, that it's possible, given the illusion of inclusion, that there's still hope. And I'm telling you right now, there is no hope at the older you are and the more you're out here in the streets. Do not be fooled by any femininity pushing person. And there's very few women I could voucher for those that listen to my broadcast that does it correctly in regards to teach women proper etiquette and proper femininity. But if you really want to know who does it better, you're going to have to message me on my comment section if you really want to know the information you survived far into this video. I'm not going to tell you on air because I think y'all need to ask me that personally. All right, let's keep listening to this.
I mean, really?
Of course.
Y'all haven't even. Well, probably by the time the show
well,
airs.
if they know, they know, and we're just now airing that we're together, but things happened really fast, and I think that this is another thing too. Let me tell y'all something about me that y'all might not know, but they should know if they watch this show. I don't give a damn about what anyone thinks about anything. When Brock and I made the decision to choose Brock and I don't give a damn if you was with him yesterday or a week before, or once we made that decision, that was our decision. We both powerfully chose one another. And so for me to get upset about what he did before my time doesn't make any sense.
Right.
Now, has he had to, help me to understand the magnitude of what I'm in store for? Yeah, of course, for sure. But he's been so graceful and a leader inside of showing me like, it's okay, I've got you, number one, it's okay, you're safe, number two, and it's okay, like it's us, number three. And I feel like as a woman, that's what I need in order to be able to fully commit, in order to say, okay, yeah, it does make sense for us to be together, because the love has been there for sure for a minute, but the decision to powerfully choose one another and let go of what we both had going on is different,
So
Do you agree with that?
I have a follow-up question for Brock.
Okay.
Because, you know, I love you, Brock. You're
Before I say something, I'd like to give respect to those that just come and chat. Salute to Narrative Dialogues, one for brother, one for content creator. You know, check them out for yourself. One thing I would like to say this about the inbox you're getting, Miss Sarah. If these are fake accounts, and let's say these are fake accounts, there's always a fact check for a lot of people that come in your inbox to examine what type of person is inboxing you. And the reason why I say this, and I say this clearly for those that hear the sound of my voice, is that everybody has a profile picture. Now, if it's a troll account where there's no picture but some weird name, then obviously you have to ignore it. But if there's an actual profile picture with a person name on it, right? It's something to look into. Now, I know you and him relationship because you don't care, and you shouldn't care because you're getting older and you need some man to really impregnate and start a family. I understand it. Your desperation. And it goes back about the wall. The wall is always, like always, gentlemen, undefeated. And the reason why I say is because you get to a point in life, you're moving with not with purpose anymore. You're moving with desperation, right? Because if you got like that, it should not take up to this point in your late 30s now to now say you're going to actually now get married. You could have got married 7 years ago. Hell, we could even go as far as 8 years ago, to be fair, honest. But in your early 30s, like really early 30s, I mean, there would have been some gentleman that would have probably put a ring on it, and not someone that's way younger than this man on the left. It could be somebody a little older, like 5 years, 7, or even as far as maybe 10 years older than you, Sarah, that might want to, you know, put a ring on it and start a family. That's how it normally goes, right? But you're at this point now in life that you need to really get at it. You know what I'm saying? This is where, you know, the clock has been fully ticking and you have to rush. So if anyone is trying to persuade you in your inbox, telling you about this man, and they got no actual picture, and I mean, and let me rewind back. I'm not sure where you get these inbox from. I hope it's from Facebook and IG or actual credible social media link. I prefer Facebook, and I'm gonna give you a little secret here for those that listen. I'm gonna write this down. If any woman is trying to inbox you and tell you about the man that you're screwing or you're dating, a little bit about him, this is my rule. My rule is this. If any woman is trying to convince you of the person that you're messing with, so that way you have a different opinion, or if you want to continue to proceed to either continue date this man or pursue a relationship which inclines to make him be your boyfriend and eventually future husband, this lady, if it's a woman, it better be more than 4 people hit your social media. And I mean 4 people. It better be around 4 people at max that has a profile picture and same message that they're a real person that tell you a little bit about this man you're messing with, if they know him. If it's not more than 4 people, you should ignore it. I mean that. Because let's be clear here. There are too many people out here on the internet is trying to pose as someone, but pose as someone else. And you will never know unless they got a credible digital footprint. And the best way to know if they have an actual digital footprint is by going for their social media. If they hit you up on, especially on Facebook, obviously they got a real profile picture with actual background information on about them. If they don't have that, they're not a real person. I would say use Instagram as the best parameter to determine if someone is giving you credible advice or tangible advice or credible information about the man you're messing with. But overall, Instagram I cannot trust because most Instagram pages nowadays are fake. You go on them, most of them are private. The other, no one got no picture, and the other thing, there's no information about them. So you can't go based on Instagram. But you could definitely go on Facebook, because Facebook is an actual real digital footprint. I'll use that more as a parameter if they hit in your inbox that to really tell you about the person you're messing with. Other than that, I would not use no other social media footprint, not even TikTok. So hope that was clear, guys. And I see narrative says, wow, she's talking, she's taking carefree because yeah, you agree with me. Narrative. All right, let's keep going.
You're an awesome dude. I'm so happy that you chose my girl for sure. That y'all chose each other.
Mm-hmm.
My question is, if a man refuses or it's difficult for him to let go of any past situations that he was dealing with before when he's choosing to be with somebody else, is it because he's not truly serious about the girl he claims he wants to be with?
Ask that in a different way.
So like you had, like, let's just say you had a roster, which I'm pretty sure you had your own version of a roster. If it was difficult for you to let that go, because you said it wasn't hard for you.
Mm-hmm.
If it was difficult for you to let that go, does that mean you wouldn't be serious truly about, like, you wouldn't truly be serious about Sarah? Like, were you like playing for real? Like you trying to still like one foot in and like a pinky out or something like that?
If I couldn't just cut him off, was I serious about her?
Mm-hmm.
Well, that wasn't my case, but let's just say, if I couldn't and I had a problem with it, I can see how it may not mean that I wasn't serious about her. It just mean
You wasn't sure.
it wouldn't even be that. I think it's more like this person wasn't ready. That's, it can be that simple that, yeah, he has a hard time cutting off this roster because he's not ready to cut him off. And he's not ready to be in this monogamous, serious relationship. It could be that simple that he's just not ready. Like, he could love the girl, and that's my wife, and I got plans for us, but not be ready.
Right. So ultimately, we'll have to let the wife or the wife prototype go because you're holding on
You
to
can
somebody.
risk letting her go.
Right.
Yeah, because she's still living her life. She, and she can get swept off her feet.
Right.
And, now going back to us, really, all that stuff hit me, I was risking
Losing
somebody sweeping her away, So I had to
Man
really,
up.
yeah, I had to really get in my own head, my own bag, and make a decision in my head. Like, am I ready to let this life go, to, commit,
It's either nut up or shut up, huh?
Yeah, and I made the decision that I'm more afraid to lose her than I am afraid to, like, my life's about to change, because that's a fear. My life's about to change. I'm pretty, I would say, standoffish, selfish about my stuff, my house, and now we're coming together in this hour, and we've already started to, bring stuff together, and I had to put it in my head that, okay, she's about to be using a lot of my stuff, taking a lot of my space, like, stuff got to be divided down the middle, and that's scary, like especially when you've been single, so long.
Right. But the bigger fear was losing Sarah.
That's a way bigger fear, yeah.
I'm gonna put a pause. Oh, one other thing, Mr. Narrative, you could share this on your on, I guess, either social media and stuff. In due time, I'll be throwing wrenches. I'm just waiting for the channel to get more people onto the channel before I start throwing more wrenches. Right now, I just want the channel to move as accordingly. But no way, people find you Narrow Dialogues, Kofi Kingston. They'll find him on Facebook, YouTube, especially. Like always, if I can't, I'll snatch up and put it before this stream ends. And to answer your question, what you wrote? Okay, you wrote here. Is this person putting him on the spot to trip him up with his words? It's yes, and it's more than that. Narrative. Sarah is putting her future husband on this podcast to show to her women that subscribe or pay for the course to be femininity, to show that you too could have a man of any age, preferably most men that are younger, because I'm older, I have younger men. I snag about a youngie, or what they call a young N, right? And I got a commitment as far as not only commitment, but I got a ring in it. And he might not make more than me, but he makes his own money and it's good enough. I'm in control. That's the portray she's trying to present to her listeners, the ones that subscribe to her course, that she's in the control. And there is hope for most women that are 30 and 35 and older to get a man like how Sarah got one. Okay, Kofi. All right, yeah. Yeah, I follow this. Yeah, Kofi. I like narrative dialogues. I like that. That's more of a better YouTube channel, bro. Narrative dialogues is much the thing. I approve that. I like that better. Anyway, let's keep going. I don't get distracted.
I love that. I love that because
So,
a
yeah,
lot
you
of
can have my stuff.
a lot of women struggle with that though.
What's up, guys? Sarah Fontenot here. I just
That's all right. It's grifting at the end of the day. That's what it is. It's pure grifting. You know what I mean? That's how they do it, man. They gotta sell to the people, man. You're not grifting, you're not doing what they're supposed to be. All right. All right, let's continue.
based on what you just said, what traits did you see in me that you liked outside of beauty and money?
I can give you a story. Probably the day after we first met.
Okay.
You remember we had planned to like go to lunch or something.
Okay, yeah.
But before, let's
We
just say,
planned like on a Tuesday. But
yeah,
it was like
so
Thursday or
I
something.
think I was having a kickback in my house,
Yeah.
right? And on like a Saturday.
Okay.
And then we said we were gonna go hang out like on a Wednesday.
Okay.
We didn't even make it to Wednesday.
True.
And we hung out the next day and probably the next few days,
Yeah.
right? And I remember we were just talking, and then I was saying I got this, and this to handle business wise, and I need to just lock in for the rest of the day. And you were like, "How about you come over and we go over everything together, and let me help you do this and help you do that." And I was just like, "You want to sit here and help me? Like it's busy work almost. Like you want to sit here and help me."
Yeah.
Work this out, and you were like, yeah, let's like bring your laptop, I'll bring mine, we'll lock in together. And I was just like, dang, and what probably would have took a week for me to do, because sometimes I procrastinate. We knocked it out because that's just the type of person you are. Like you pushed me to finish everything on my list. So stuff like that hits me like I do well. I'm probably better than most, at getting stuff done. But I'm over here deciding like once we get together and we become one, like it's just gonna be so strong, the amount of stuff we get done. So like other than beauty's a big thing, but the fact that you motivate and push me, like that's those qualities. It's just a rare combination,
Motivate and push you. Okay. Yeah, and like I said, Kobe has his grip. And one brother writes, a woman over 30 is a bill. Young men should limit a relationship with an older woman. And the side piece at best, because older women come with a lot of baggage. I would agree with you, Big Cheese. I would agree with you. But here's the problem. To young men like this man right here, I think he's gained some from this. And I think he's looking for a more bigger bag and try to come up with this woman. And you could tell because she's so in control that there's no confidence in him to really be direct, like literally direct, and give some orders. And Kofi writes, he's scared he may slip up and say the wrong things. Yes, he has to be scared because she's in control of this relationship. She is the boss. And it goes beyond that. She makes a little more money than him. It goes for that she undoubtedly picked a man, a mate, and has made an agreement and create what we call a partnership. And mind you, they're going to get married soon. So this is not no husband-wife situation. This is going to be a partnership. And the words and the eyes of partnership, for a lot of women that don't know, and a lot of men that never understand this, partnership equals this is a homosexual relationship. For those that don't know. Oh, Kofi, be careful with all caps. If you do put all caps, Kofi, the mod bot is gonna remove your words because you're not supposed to have all caps. So try to limit the caps. I can see your comments. You don't need to put it in all caps. So be careful by having few lines here and there, all caps, because the bot will snipe you. I'm gonna read the next. The next one writes, yeah, he's more than whip. All women, regardless of the age, can fit in problematic categories. While I do think that this dude does not fit all of them. Yeah. All right, let's keep going.
Y'all so cute.
I received this is like probably the most empowering podcast episode I've ever done because I don't remember stuff. You know what I remember? The first time I did since high school when we first started, like when we first, because we were friends. This is what I'm saying. Like we really were doing stuff. But do you remember probably like the second night or maybe the third night?
Like sleeping on the phone.
We fell asleep on the phone together. And when I woke up, he was still on it. I was like, hello?
Yeah.
I was like, I haven't done this since high school. Like, I swear to God. It was crazy. Okay. Is your fiance a black man or no?
What they thought?
I don't know. Okay, here we go.
But he had to be a black man. What other race of man she's gonna deal with? Nor she is mixed as well, because she's from Canada. So you know, a lot of mixed women, and we can say men, but mostly mixed women in Canada. You know, Canada has a lot of non-blacks, very few blacks up there. You know, less than, I would say maybe 5%, 6% population might be black or identifies black. But everybody else is not. So yeah. All right, moving on.
Ooh. Let's go with, what do you think the percentage of quality women that still will never marry an equitable man are?
I have no idea. Like, I don't know the statistics. I don't do the math behind it. I'm pretty sure it's high. I'm pretty sure it's a large statistic of qualified women that'll never find the one they're looking for. And I mean, it's a lot of reasons why, though. You know, maybe the one they.
Now you could tell right there the man is only speaking for the people that are majority women audience that listen to Sarah. And there's some men that listen to Sarah, but really most men, when we look at Sarah, we like what she's talking about and she looks appealing. That's what I do listen to her. But overall, the audience that she's trying to galvanize is majority women. So obviously you're gonna say that there's gonna be a whole lot of qualified women that will not find a qualified man. And really that is actually false. Very false. Most women nowadays, they either got a degree or not, or offer very much less. Very less. So in essence, there's not a lot of women that really is quality. And we go by beyond numbers. We go by the environment, how we see today, how things fit. So I had to disagree with the young brother that someone said there's a lot of qualified women. No, there's very little qualified women now in the West. Hell, you look at how the government is functioning out by removing certain safety nets from a lot of women, shows the quality of women today. Now say more, gentlemen. Let me see. I think the brother right. Big Cheese writes. Let me see. Make sure it's clean. Okay. A young man getting legally married to an older woman in the United States is a disaster. Unfortunately, this lady will soon be going through menopause. Let's continue.
Looking for ain't the one they qualify for. Who knows? You know.
That's a fact. Okay. Do you feel like you're vulnerable with me? Because the question
To a
is,
certain extent.
what helped you be vulnerable as a man?
I mean, I'm definitely the most vulnerable I've ever been in my life. You know, this is a lot. You know,
Am I
and you
a
have
lot?
to. You
Do
are
I
a
press
lot.
you to be vulnerable?
Yes.
Yeah, I
you
do.
press me a lot
I do.
to talk, to open up.
He's on a podcast for the
Right.
second
I'm
time.
not a podcaster.
No, he
I don't.
doesn't.
You know. So yeah, this is vulnerable to for me. This is super vulnerable.
But do you feel like what has helped you be vulnerable as a man? That's the question. Sorry.
So the fact that I'm becoming a husband, I think about that all the time. Like, what's my duties as a husband? And some of the stuff that I want to say no to you, like, no, I'm not doing that. Oh, I don't want to do that. Like, I'm already compromising. Like, okay, this is what you want. It's so the fact that I'm trying to be a good husband makes it easier to be vulnerable. Like, because if you want me to dig deep and tell me how you feeling all the time, and when I want to say, I actually was like, all right, let me be a husband, let me be a good husband, and I'm like, and then and I mean, you help me too because you just ask good questions because I'll give you a simple answer, and you like, you want more. You don't want. You're not gonna take just the surface answer. So you are pushing me to dig deeper so that we connect on a different level. Yeah.
I have a question for
Okay.
you, sir. How did you, if you did, prepare as a man to put yourself in a position to attract a high quality, valuable woman like Sarah?
How did I put myself in a position? I built a business that allowed me to get in the rooms where high quality women like her would be in, like my homie Ty, our mutual friend, super successful guy, he brought you into my life basically. So I will say shout out to Ty.
We love you.
And you've been in my house many, Anissa, Kenny, y'all been in my house. I do different things, different networking events, all types of stuff. So it's, me building my business, building myself up and getting to the point where I can be around, other entrepreneurs, other successful people that's doing stuff, movers, and, has allowed me to, be in close proximity to meet somebody like her.
I love that answer.
So you, in other words, you had to have a business to get in circles to a so-called high caliber, high value woman like Sarah. Do you guys agree with that? I call bullshit, but do anybody agree with this? Let me know. I'm gonna read your comments. I can't agree with that on Chaos Fan Show. It also depends on who you are as well. You can't alpha your way through a woman. Yes, you cannot. Correct. And you shouldn't. You know what we spoke in the 2015s through 2018s are very old talk points, and people have moved on to find the women they want. Yes. And the sad thing about this, Kofi, this man here, he acts though he doesn't know what he wants, but he really truly he does know what he wants, but he's playing the game because he needs this woman. He's dependent on this woman, unfortunately, for a good reason. Although I feel is simping under pressure. Yeah, it is. He's in a lot of pressure, gentlemen. Don't be fooled. This young man is a whole lot of pressure just to keep a front, just to play the game. All right, let me see what else. Giving her that ring is not going to change her. Notice that ring is about her and control. Well, I'm going to say something much more better. She's already in control of this relationship, i.e., this is not a husband-wife thing that she wants. This is a partnership. You hear this conversation constantly with a lot of women that's modern that, let's say, make a little bit more. They don't want to be playing their roles. They want partnership, like a how you say, like a business partnership. You know, I got this equity here. Make sure you have yours. We come together. We make it work. All this nonsense, right? A problem with that is now that there's no roles. It's just you just come in with money or the lack of, and whoever has more rules. So let's say she has more than him. By default, she rules the relationship. She's in control. She's going to dictate how things should run. He is a boy. You're going to do what mommy tell you to do, or else there's going to be punishment. And he's sitting there just agreeing to say, yes, 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 dear. Yes, dear. There's nothing in regards boldness, assertiveness to put his foot down and say, this is how things going to go. He can't do that in front of Sarah because she is in charge. We all see it, we hear it. I don't care how tall or what they consider he's an attractive male. You're that type of male, but you have no mind. You're not in your right state of mind or in a sense of control. And that's a problem for the general public, especially amongst other men. Let's read next comment. And one thing he says this. They said, Kofi, he talking like kids. Yes, and he is a kid. In mind, he's still a child, unfortunately. And he is beyond the age now where you're supposed to put down childish things and have a firm direction mentally already. Next one. Man, this is a put on the spot interview, and he won't speak about the down parts of this. He's saying what she wants to hear. And here's the funny thing about this interview. This is all on the fly. She put this man on the spot. So when the questions were laid out, he was not prepared in advance. Now I hear a lot of content creators. Let me move your comment. I heard some stupid content creators say that they should rehearse this, gave him question in advance to answer. I say no. You never do that. Don't do that. If this is a real relationship, which is going to be, this is going to be your future husband, you're going to be future wife, it should be upfront, personal, in front of the whole crowd. He should be so confident and clear in his convictions without stuttering, without hesitation, to really talk it as is. He cannot, because the question that Sarah was laying out to him was on the spot that if he says something that he feels is not appropriate to her, it's not going to make her look bad, and it really is going to make her look bad anyway, but it's going to make the women that subscribe to her femininity, which she makes her money, not the majority of money, but she makes a good amount of change where femininity coaching and products, she can't afford to lose that. Yes. Let me keep reading. I gotta keep playing this. Yeah. Rehearse. Yeah. Some content creators, Kofi said that this should have been rehearsed. This is what I'm hearing from bigger content creators than me, Kofi, that this man should have been rehearsed in advance with questions so that he does not put on the spot. I said, are you effing serious? If this is a true relationship, why do you need to be rehearsing what you're going to say in advance? It should come on the fly, from the heart, from your own mind. You should be a man up front, and any question tackle, you should answer clearly with your chest up, with logic, and which you have some goddamn sense, and think clearly on the questions before answering each question. That's how it should have gone. Let me see. All right, let me read this one. All right. And not only is the older woman controlling, but she is manipulating and will run a game on the younger man because he is giving off simple vibes. Yeah. All right, let's keep going.
That's good. Okay, are you a smoothie and a salad kind of guy?
I'm getting more and more like that every day, I guess, because that's what you eat every day.
I know.
I ask you what you want to eat every day, and you like a good salad, and I'm like, you know, so
But
I,
do I feed you well?
you feed me well,
I'll eat a
but I
salad
eat, you know,
and you eat
salads.
real food.
Yes, yes, sir. It's like what the old man said. She'll have the salad, please. I don't mind that. That's a good woman. That's a great girl. Yes, baby. Have that nice Caesar salad. No Greek yogurt. No ranch. No what do you call Italian herb salad dressing. Just old fashioned lettuce, romaine lettuce, preferably with some red onions, some baby tomatoes, and don't forget the nice cucumber. Cucumber. Let's go.
Salad is real food, Sarah.
I agree with you, but
Not all the time and every day and for breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
okay,
I
I
mean,
don't
I
eat
agree with you
salad for
too. Two things can be
breakfast.
true at once.
Yeah, I feel like I have a good balance of salad, obviously, and sometimes I just need something green. Like it's like I don't want to eat anything brown. Like if it's not colorful, get it out of my face. Like I just feel sick even looking at it. But I do think. Okay, so here's a question. Actually, I don't know if this is my brain or this is a question on here. Can I cook?
Yeah, definitely.
Sarah can throw down, y'all.
I mean, I'm still learning everything she can cook, but
I
the
mean,
dishes that you have prepared for me, like,
Wait a minute. Why you learn what everything she's cooking? Are you in the kitchen cooking, my dude? Is she having you put on an apron and preparing dinner, my dude? Is she having you prepare your own meal for lunch and dinner? Let me find out because at times you don't like when she prepares a salad, but as a woman, because she's pushing a femininity, and yes, she eats a salad on a daily basis. That's good. That's great for her. I appreciate that. More women, black women, should eat more salads. Yes, cut back on the starch, sisters. Cut back on the blood. And for God's sake, cut back on the sugar. That's why when they cut off the EBT and the food stamps, they're trying to cut back on your sugar. Because most Americans, unfortunately, we eat and consume too much sugar. Do y'all know sugar keeps you fat? Do y'all know that? Do you know sugar makes you very and mess with your insulin and make you very resistant over time? Where it's very hard to burn fat. Y'all aware of this, right? Y'all know this, right? I'm just saying. And and Kofi writes, the boss chick while he's at home with an apron on as a house husband. Yeah, I think that's the vibe that's we're seeing. But we could be wrong. Let's go.
they've been bomb, and I'm trying to get to that point where, you know, I could see some of the stuff your mom be cooking.
oh Lord. Okay, story time.
Oh
Like,
God.
her mama be cooking, y'all.
This is the thing, okay? This is the thing. My mom, first of all, my parents have been together for decades, okay? And it's funny. Actually, I'm gonna ask you now, and we could just tell the whole story together. I'm not even gonna tell it what you said. Baby, what was your biggest takeaway from coming to my hometown and hanging out with like my whole like my family and my parents? Like
So yeah, I get what you asking. Her dad lives like a king. He don't lift a finger. He is breakfast, lunch, and dinner ready for him. He got his favorite chair in every single room. You bet not sit in it. Like her mom is like, I don't know, super rare. And then she full time work too. You
Yep.
know, like that's unheard of. And she still is able to, you know, breakfast in bed, you know, lunch and dinner. You know, that's she doing her thing. You know, so
so this is the thing. I am not my mother, okay? I'm
God damn, your mother is her wife. She works and come on prepared for lunch, dinner, and she also cook breakfast before she go to work. God damn it. God damn it. Where's Kevin Samuels at, man? Y'all heard it? Wait. I got to do it. I got to do it. Where is he? goddamn it. You can't make this shit up, guys. You just can't make this shit up. Where is it? Oh, here we go.
God damn it! You can't make this shit up! God damn it! You can't make this shit up!
God damn, your mother is actually a wife. But you're not, Sarah. My God, how modern women have fallen from grace. If you guys not liking this stream, I don't know what is, man. Y'all might as well give this video a dislike. I know you don't want to hit the like button. I only got, how many likes I got on this goddamn? Let me check. Man, I got over 30, 40, one time 56 people watching. And I only got 12 likes. That's telling right there, people. That's telling right there. And really, truly, this is the longer version of covering this. And I'm learning more as this conversation goes. And it's pretty evident of Sarah's shortcomings. Your future husband tells you that your mother is showing more display of a wife and doing her wifely duties and working and still doing the necessary thing to become wife. She is, by default, fulfilling her role as a wife. But Sarah's not doing that. Have y'all noticed that? You guys pay attention? Have you noticed that? I don't know if I just noticed that. I just caught that. Did y'all? Anyhow, let's keep going. I just noticed that.
Like somewhere in the middle. Okay, so my mom.
I'm still trying to figure out where that middle is. You know, like where exactly does it
This is
end? Where
the
it
point.
start?
Look, this is the point. So my mom, one of these days, she asked Brock. She says, as an example, she said, "Does Brock want pork chops or spaghetti tonight?" Brock says, "In my house, spaghetti is a side." So my mom says, "Oh, great, I'll make both." She literally made this man pork chops and spaghetti. Then on another night, she made you ribs, fried chicken, grilled and for my dad too. He always eats first. That's like a thing. And then you ate second because I made sure you got your plate. And then the rest of my siblings that came over, we all ate too and had dinner or whatever. So my mama made, what'd she make? What'd you put on your, what I put?
She had fried chicken, grilled chicken, ribs, and like a cold pasta. It was like a pasta salad.
Yeah.
Bussin'.
It was busted.
Yeah.
All of it was good.
Everything was good. And when you got 3 meats, you just automatically assume, you know, maybe she didn't spend as much time on one of them. Like I ate the grilled chicken and I was like, damn, this grilled chicken is fire. You know, and it, you know, crispy on the outside, juicy on the inside. I said, this grilled chicken is good. So I didn't have a lot of hope for the ribs and the fried chicken. I was like, she spent all her time on this. Then I got the fried chicken. And in my house growing up, we didn't fry like chicken cutlets. Like it's either like legs or wings or something like that.
Guys, yeah.
So that was new to me. Boneless, skinless chicken cutlets, and they were busting. I was like, man, like, so I'm like, dang, 2 out of 3, fire. Then I get to the ribs. I'm trying to remember. It was like a 4-bone piece. You know, you got 4.
It fell off the bone. I
I
saw
just
that.
picked the bone up.
it
It just fell out. And I'm like, let me try the meat. The meat fried, super seasoned. And I was just like, I was shocked at how good the food was, how well seasoned it was. The temperature she was using was perfect.
Now this is the thing, okay? When it comes to me cooking, because you've had a few. What's been your favorite dish?
All right, Sarah, before you go to favorite dish, I just noticed what her mother is. And I'm going to assume, this is me, guys. This is just me. Look at your mother might be Italian, French woman. And your father could be roughly black. That's the vibe I'm getting. Because we all know we live in America, guys. We black here. I'm gonna keep it 100, y'all. When I'm gonna cook food, she'll cook no goddamn cutlet chicken. Hell effing no. She'll cook the chicken with bone. Man, we cook the wings, the breast, the leg. Did I mention the chicken breast? Did I tell you about the chicken breast? This is what we cook here as black folks. We don't cook this nonsense about chicken off the no bone with no chicken, especially the macaroni, the what do you call it? The spaghetti. She cooked the cold spaghetti. I mean, she made that stuff like, with the yeah, I know what I'm talking about, that type of spaghetti. Downside that no black folks we do here in the West. That's like more of someone that's not part of the culture, mostly non-black. Cook that stuff. And mind you, her parents are from Canada, so let that sink in. So I'm getting vibes. Her father's black, and the mother is non-black, mostly white or white Italian or something. That's what I'm getting off. But Sarah never went in detail of her parents' background, unfortunately. Maybe she will. Let's listen more. Let's go.
Choose two.
The favorite.
And I am my
dish.
mama. I could cook now. Everything's gonna be flavorful. But she's just got 30 years on
Yeah,
me.
you gonna get some years on you too.
Let me ask you a question.
No, wait. I
before-
need to know the
okay.
favorite dish.
The favorite dish so far.
Yes. Give me two.
I like your breakfasts.
That was fire.
French toast. You do a hell of a good French toast. And of course, you're gonna always salad me up. So you have sliced tomatoes, avocado, all that's good. Salmon and pasta, probably second so far.
Really?
What you thought I was gonna say?
I don't know. It was funny is we were talking the other day and he said, because you wanted steak. So he just had steak,
Oh, yeah,
mashed
yeah, I had
potatoes,
steak
and
the other
salad
day.
this was yesterday, day before yesterday. And he said, but you ain't make me no fried chicken yet.
He gonna hold you to that fried chicken.
He is. This is the thing. Okay, I'm gonna tell y'all, ladies, this is a hack for you at home. If you want to make a really good fried chicken, the goodness is inside of the flour, okay? That flour needs to sit in your fridge for like 30 days. You need to season it with different seasonings, put it in your fridge, and then you use it. Now, the other really hack thing is use a cast iron pan if you can.
Cast iron skillet for sure.
Yeah, if you can. And then turn the grease up to high. You drop the flour in there, and then when it starts doing a little speckledy thing, you realize that it's hot enough. You put the chicken in and immediately turn it down to medium, and then cook, depending on whether you have legs, 15 minutes. If you have thighs, it's 20 minutes on each side. Right. So anyway, the point is that when you are frying chicken, have it high at first, bring it down to medium, flip it halfway through, and make sure that your flour is seasoned. Another thing that you can do if you just want to add a little bit of crisp is dip it in an egg first, then dip it in the flour.
thought that was
and then fry
automatic.
it. No, everybody does. It depends. It really depends because the egg can make it more crunchy, but it can also change the taste sometimes. So
So I'm just waiting on you to do all of these.
I
things.
asked you, did you? Is there thawed chicken? Because we said tonight.
I forgot the thought, but we'll just go to Publix.
No.
And get some chicken that's
See,
already thawed.
that's
can
all-
just
all
go to
I asked-
Publix,
All I
Sarah.
said was thaw the meat. All you gotta do is thaw out the meat.
He
baby.
can just buy some more meat.
Yeah,
Sarah.
he could, or he could have thawed out the meat.
Both
That's
things
all
can
I
be
asked
true
for,
at
just
once.
thaw out the meat.
I've been busy, but
I know you
we
have.
could-
You've been working. I'm
But
giving
I
you a
will
hard
say,
time.
last thing on your mom. She kind of changed my favorite piece of chicken. Like I always thought my favorite piece was the thigh. Like I'm a thigh guy, and now I'm thinking the boneless, skinless chicken cutlet. Like that's got to be my favorite.
Chicken
now.
breast is always the best, if you ask me.
Chicken breast fried.
Yeah, you can't beat it.
No, chicken breast fried get dry real quick.
The cut. What do you mean? What's the difference between the cutlets and the breast? It's the same thing, isn't it? Oh, I mean, it's cuts of the breast. It's still the breast. It's just
you
smaller
guys
pieces
wanna
of the
know-
I
breast.
don't know the anatomy of chicken.
I'm
All I know is
telling
the pack says
Cutlet.
cutlet.
You want to know? You want to
But
know
those are
the?
chicken
Let me
breasts,
tell
though.
y'all the secret of grilled chicken. Because you really like that grilled
And
chicken.
grilled chicken was fire too.
I think you like the grilled chicken more than you like the fried
No,
chicken.
every one of them, like I was going back and forth. Like,
Okay, well, let me tell the ladies at home, ladies, if you want to grill a good chicken, the secret, just for a little bit after it's thawed, put it in the bowl with some water and put orange juice in the bowl with the chicken.
Wait.
And let it marinate for about an hour. Then you grill your chicken.
You said after the chicken is thawed out,
After the chicken is thawed out,
Get a
the chicken is
bowl.
in a bowl of water.
bowl of water.
Add just of orange juice.
what kind of orange juice? Like Sunny D?
No,
That's
hell
not
no,
orange
No
juice.
Sunny D.
No, I said that because it's this dude on Instagram I follow, and he do these crab boils. I ain't had
Oh
Sunny.
yeah, he put Sunny
He
D
put
in
Sunny
them.
D
Yeah.
in them all the time. He was like,
I ain't never.
he was like,
That's
I
all
know,
sugar.
I know it's not real juice, but this is what you got to get.
Nah,
Okay, so
I
what
use real
what type
orange
of,
juice?
what brand?
I don't know. It don't.
Salute to you, Minister O. I see you in the chat room. What's good, Mr. O? Hope everything's well. I'm not sure if you heard about Sarah or this content. Let me know in the chat room. Let's go.
Matter. You
It's
just gotta
as long
get
as it's
real.
orange juice.
I don't know.
Oh, and a side note, if Sarah has to give you advice how to cook chicken for a lot of you Western women, and we're talking about sisters here because she has mostly black women that she teach femininity, you got problems. I know it's bad out here that some women don't know how to cook nowadays. I heard even rumors, I heard stories a woman don't even know how to boil egg, much as cook rice. So I'm just saying, if you, frying chicken, I mean, yeah, that's all. I'm gonna leave it as that. Let's go.
I know it when I see
Kroger
it.
brand.
We don't have Kroger back home, so I know it's not that. But if you just around the top, okay, yes, let it sit for about an
Until the
hour.
ancestors tell us to stop.
Then you season that joint up, flip it on each side, season it up,
I'm gonna
throw
try
it on the
Let's
grill.
try it with Sunny D.
It's too much sugar. I ain't gonna have you big now.
Citrus.
I'm gonna keep you healthy. That's why you get salad
We
on
just gonna
every
try
plate.
it. We just gonna try it because
Big facts.
the dude in Louisiana.
This man eats good.
The dude in Louisiana, he put.
I have a
Sunny
question
D.
for you, Sarah. Before I
Yeah.
forget. For the women who don't have such a rare gem of a mom like you are, I mean, like you do,
Okay.
how do we learn how to not only take care of ourselves better, but to be able to nurture and take care of our men so he can feel like the king of the castle that he's built for us?
Get our book. Get our ebook.
Get the book.
Connect
Get
using
our
the
book,
link
y'all.
below. Do you feel like I'm nurturing?
Yeah.
You do? What's your favorite way that I nurture you?
Um,
Is there a physical way? Is it spiritual? Is it emotional? Is it one of each? Is it like how do you feel like I'm nurturing?
it's probably physical more than anything.
Damn.
I mean more than anything. It's not just physical. You know. I mean, you want to know how?
I don't know.
Specifically?
Do you want to know how specifically?
Yeah. Because this is more of a
Is
question
this
for...
useful?
Yes. Answer
okay.
the question.
Go ahead, Brocky.
We're gonna pass on this question.
No,
Yeah.
answer the question. No, I'm serious. This is educational. I want to know.
You want to know what exactly?
Like, I just want to know the answer to my question. However you choose to answer it. Like,
How
because
does
there's
a woman nurture you in order?
not you specifically, but just
A man. How does
Yeah.
a woman nurture a man? What is an example that you can give of how you feel nurtured by me?
I feel nurtured with the routines we have, like when we wake up. Like the whole energy tea thing, robe.
vitamins, the
Like I ain't never
robe.
been a robe dude. I got 3 robes, y'all. I ain't never been a robe dude. Like for real, like that routine I'm used to now. Like so when we don't do it, now I'm off. I'm off a little bit. I think that's, and I just thought about that. Like I was gonna think, because at first when you said that, I was like, you think it's sexually or something like that? But you talking about now, that's what I'm getting. I feel like in the mornings you're super nurturing, like just the whole routine, letting the blinds up, and That's my answer.
Because the reason why I asked is because I admire your parents and I admire you. And I told you in the beginning of our friendship, I always felt like you were like up here and I was down here because of how I grew up, even though like that was a mental thing I had to get over.
Right.
But even now, I can't deny the fact that I still grew up a certain way. I never seen certain things, but I desire certain things that are opposite to what I've experienced. So of course, the only thing I can have is to ask my friends who've attained it. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I asked. I want to know, like, how do I take care of my man in ways that make him feel nurtured and feel like he's the king of the hill and
You can
all of
always
these
start
things.
with cooking.
I
Can't
don't
go
know how to
wrong.
cook.
I'm just saying, you cook at the
Yeah.
right times.
I be timing stuff. Also, I think one of my work is, so I feel a way. If I cook for you, I want you to eat when my food is hot. That's like my thing. Like I need you to eat it while it's the best it could possibly be.
Yeah.
That's my work though. That's definitely work I get to do. Because if you're busy and then it's 15 minutes later, I feel like you don't love
did it
me.
all for nothing.
My whole day is ruined. You just called me the N word and said I can't read good. Like
But that's
really
real,
how I
though.
feel if you come in and it's 15 minutes past the time. Because now
Your food's
I got to
cold.
put my food in the microwave, which is about to change the whole taste, or you got to
Yeah.
eat cold food.
Yeah.
Both are a lose.
I dealt with that in my marriage before.
Yeah,
that's not good. That's not good.
It's
to deal
rough.
with.
Okay.
Yeah, like I said, it's very fun that you're giving advice, cooking advice, but like I said, most majority of Western women don't really cook or don't desire to learn how to cook. So that in itself is problematic. And like I said, the man's being a good keeper. Let me see what's right in the chat room. Yeah, he's talking. Yeah. All right. This sounds like a put on for the women like how Mariah and did Nick Cannon. That man just wants a simple life. This is all for her. Yep, indeed. This sound like a jealous. This sound like jealousy from the friend. Yep. And what else you write? Hold on. Okay. There are so many things wrong here. Although friends and her man who should not even be put in this interview. Yeah, but she's put him on the spot because she wants the people or the women that's going to be following the course, buying the books and all stuff to learn how to get a man, particularly a younger man that's younger than them, especially if they're over the age of 30 and up, to snag a attractive male that is submissive, that will be controlling, and will do everything that her heart's desire, which this man is showing right now. Hello, Sophie. All right, let's keep going, guys. And like the moderator said, please be courteous and hit the like button and share the stream. And please subscribe to the Chaos Rain Show.
You ready for the next question? Do you have any questions for me?
I'm gonna start asking questions.
Okay, go ahead.
No, I'm saying go ahead, but now that I know that you want me to ask questions, like I'm about to hit you.
Oh Lord.
Okay,
I'm about to hit
good.
you with a few things.
Okay, good. So do you believe in boy-girl friendships?
Yeah.
Okay. What was Sarah's vetting questions that made you rethink your life? That's heavy.
I would say, okay, the biggest one was, if we go down this journey, are you ready to be married within a year?
Yeah.
And
Because I wasn't giving you the same time I would give a stranger.
you told me that too. Like we've been 2 years. We've been knowing each other for 2 years. Like how much more do you need to get to know me?
Right.
And I'm like, dang, if we gonna do it, we might as well just do it. Like let's we all in. Like, and I didn't give you an answer off top. Like I went back and self-reflected and looked into myself. Like, would I? But it's crazy though. Even before we had this conversation, like I used to say this all the time. Like my friends, like if I ever were to get married, I'm gonna propose within 6 months of knowing a person. Like my friends all the time, they was like, "You crazy?" I was just like, I think that's the way I got to do it. Like, once I know, 6 months, you got 6 months and you to be married. You know, so even though I've been knowing you a lot longer than 6 months, but we on the same path almost, because once I figured out I am ready, and then I just decided to propose. You know,
Here's a question that I think people might have. Are we in a
Let's start right there. Before you answer that dumb question about polyamorous relationship, which I don't really care because you're more control in the relationship than him. 6 months. Wrong. Wrong. Let me tell you why. I know Kevin was well known and popularized of the telling these women 6 months or less, especially the man his direction where he is in life, especially if his money's right, his mind's right, and obviously if his body is right, which that depends on the man. He's gonna make a decision within under a year. This young man is 27 years of age, and Sarah is 37. Let that sink in. You're taking 6 months to decide put around, and you went beyond 6 months, which you should be. And I said as person, I'm not opponent right now, especially in America, that you do the 6 month thing with any Western woman. Now it's gonna hurt a lot of Western women because a woman that listen to a lot of men that's telling us that don't let man waste time, etc. I understand that, but let's be honest here. Most of people today, and we're talking about America, which really the divorce rate overall, which I'm gonna look up in a second, so I give you the actual percentage numbers, is still on an all-time high. The minute you say I do, the minute you say I want a divorce. So for you as a man that made the decision in under a year, if you want to go for that parameter, you're also going to go as far as get the divorce papers set aside to your lovely wife. Because women today in the West have dictate where marriage goes because they're the ones that's filing divorce more than anything else. It's not these dudes filing divorce, it's women. Once a man decides to marry you and you take the ring and you say, I do, that's it. It takes a lot for a man to decide to give you ladies, your pink slip, your walking papers. So let that sink in, ladies. I would say that, but I did a broadcast or I did a little video explain detail about that. Kofi, I think if you're a woman of any age, and I'm gonna say it's just for the sake of women only, ladies, 2 years and no greater. And the reason why I stay with the 2-year thing is because we look at the timetable of a lot of women, and I go beyond the biological. I'm going by the time that a woman should invest time, energy to a man, especially if a man is really, if he's really serious seeking marriage. That will be the close parameters. But if he's not, obviously he's going to tell you foolishness and going to keep you on that string as long as God knows how long you want to stay. And eventually, once you let go, he's going to probably decide to move on and marry the woman that he wants. So I always said the best way to eliminate this marriage situation, if people still want to seek marriage and a woman in her heart wants to be a wife, and she's showing the characteristics of a wife and doing what she has to do, I said it says, and they can hate me till the sun sets. It should not exceed 2 years. By the time you go in year 1, it should be in direction that you're in boyfriend, girlfriend already, hopefully. And by that next few months, going on to the end of the second, going on to the first year, going on to the second, before the second year even begins, marriage should be on the table to the point where he marries you right there before the end of year 2. Or going on year 2 and somewhere before year 2 ends. And usually I would say 2 years. And from beyond that, you're not getting married to this dude. He's holding along. So that's the only thing I give as a tangible solution for women and women only. And that's just to be nice. All right, let's go. Oh, and I'm going that J-Lo thing. Let's go.
Relationship or a monogamous relationship?
Monogamous. You think people got questions about that?
I don't know. We both have talked about it on my podcast before.
Yeah, we talk about it.
You
but,
talked about
I mean,
having multiple wives before as a single
we just
man.
open-minded to things, you know, not saying that's something that we want, but if somebody's, you know, I know people that's poly,
So do I.
and I think, you know, in their cases, it works, you know, and I don't have, you know, opinions against it. You know, that's really what I get at when I say stuff like that. Like, it's like, I'm like, okay, I can see how that could be beneficial.
Do you want a second wife?
No.
In the future?
We don't know what the future may hold. But I'm saying, what I'm saying is,
He's so funny.
I'm trying to handle this one,
Right.
you know, and you already a handful.
Two
So
hands full.
I need both hands on the steering wheel to drive this boat where we going, which is one wife. So I'm gonna leave it at that.
Okay. Do we have an open relationship?
No, because if I'd be damned.
You be down?
I'd be damned.
We monogamous. We loyal to the soil. What's going to keep you faithful in our relationship? You're tall, you're handsome, you're rich, you got a beautiful home, you got investments, you have a booming business. What is going to make you say, get back, scallywags, I got a wife?
Scallywags is crazy.
What's gonna make you say no? Like, real talk, all jokes aside, like, what's gonna keep you anchored?
I feel like the politically correct answer, like, is like, oh, it's God. You know, yeah, God has to be in your relationship. You know, you need to have this, you know, relationship with God. But really, when it gets down to it, like, my fear of like disappointing you or hurting you in any type of way, like, is probably my number one, number two reason for never, like, you know, being the type of guy that would cheat on you. You know, like why would I hurt you in that way? No, I didn't have to propose to you when I did. I could have drug it out. I could have risked it all, you know, but I chose to, you know, propose to you and to, you know, marry you. Why would I just turn around and cheat on you? You know, so yeah.
What's the second reason? You said 1, 2.
No, so I'm just putting that answer up there right with the church, you know, with God. You know,
Oh, okay,
like,
okay. So God is gonna keep you anchored, and you also don't want to disappoint.
yeah,
me.
just, you know, just when I say God, I mean basically your upbringing. Like, your upbringing and just disappointing God, you know, going against your beliefs is, you know, you got to have strong beliefs, and to go against that, you know, you got to be mindful of that, you know.
Do you think women are gonna try you just because you're with me?
You do. I don't. I don't think they would just because I'm with you. I don't personally think they will.
I do.
I think they're going to try. They're going to try.
They're gonna try, and some are gonna try just because you're with me, because I am the relationship, high value, high earning, feminine woman that has all the answers, and watch her husband cheat on her. For that reason, because women are treacherous. Not all of them, but there's quite a few of them that are. And I'm just trusting. What I know is we can't control people. And this is actually the lesson I think that I want to say to the women, because you have to have a level of regulation in self. Obviously, there's going to be thoughts. There's going to be, and I don't mean thoughts as in like promiscuous women. I mean thoughts as in you're thinking in your mind. Thoughts are going to come up in your mind where there is, you know, what if does he want that other woman? Is that woman, can he, you know, could she do something better than me? Or can, you know, whatever it could possibly be. And we have to condition ourselves. But I feel like a lot of times we as women, what we do is we project our insecurity onto my man. Now he's a cheater. Does that make sense? And it's like that man really loves you, but if you keep pressing him about what's not real, he will cheat. It's almost like you're creating the story that you perpetuate in your mind because you can't regulate your own emotions. And so we have a really beautiful opportunity to, number one, trust the man that you chose. And it's not always easy, by the way. I don't think trust is always easy 100% of the time. Do you?
Definitely not.
I think it's very human to feel like, damn, I don't know. Like I pray, I can only hope, I can only trust, but ultimately we can't control people ever. And that is a very hard place to be in.
I have something for both of you, but this was more towards.
Now, to go back to a high value woman and stuff about cheating and trust. Like I said, you don't have to worry about the baby because you do make more than a man. As much as we don't know much about his finance, which we don't really care, but from the sake of the conversation at his age and your age, we're gonna say if you're not ready for this, my dude, and it's proven evident from how you articulate yourself to how you carry yourself and how you present yourself in front of the masses. And other men that are older and more seasoned and probably might have more than you or have more connect will say in your face as well, you're not ready. That's the vibe we get. Now let me read some of the comments. That's crazy. The crazy part is women will do this to prove a point and may not even love this man. Get married, then find a reason to divorce. The JLo effect. Yeah, and JLo is one of the good examples. Also, Chaos Rain Show. A woman is a woman, whether she's in the East or in the West. These women are modern in every country, even the traditional values. They are not ancient. Yeah, it depends where you go. As you know, Kofi, as men travel now and get away from the West to find mates, you could still get one. The challenging thing about it is you have to get them as fast as you can. Because as the world is now considered globalized now, the influence of the West has reached an apex. It has reached its actual peak in regards influencing others outside the influence we have here in America. And it's only going to intensify as time progresses. Seeing these things on the internet too. Yep. This man does not know what to say because he's not mature enough mentally to stand up for himself. Yep. With her. He's careful with his words. It's not who he is. He go live. He's going to live your life, then come back, bro. Yeah. He doesn't know life yet. 27. Nope. Yeah, he doesn't know nothing yet. He's still a long way to go. She's insecure and has control written all over her. Yep. What's next? Manipulating, although well spoken, definitely not dumb. He can't see what she's doing. Of course he can't, because he's in it just to gain some out of it. Look like he makes her look bad. She be upset. Yeah. Yeah. All right, let's keep playing.
You,
Okay.
as a man looking at another man's relationship with their woman, if he's been with a woman, let's say for like 3+ years and hasn't proposed yet, do you personally think that means he's unsure she's the one, or is timing just different for everybody?
Timing is different for everybody, but
Or both, I don't know.
I mean, it could be a lot of things. Like it could be because being a man, you do have the thoughts of I need to provide or I need to be at a certain level, and even though not it's not necessarily a requirement, but as a man, you do want to be able to provide for your family like wholeheartedly. So I can see a guy waiting years until he figures things out, you know, before he proposes to that woman, you know. So it don't always mean that I'll never do it, you know.
I feel like a man knows if a woman is his wife within 6 months. And I also feel like inside of that, men women that love you don't care if you have it all together yet. But I, as someone that's learned better, understand that a man never really feels empowered to powerfully choose. Honestly, if a man doesn't have his money together, he doesn't know God and he doesn't know his purpose, you're probably a placeholder as a woman. That's just the truth. Because if a man gets his money together, sometimes that is the reason. Now it's like, I'm prepared. Okay, let me pursue this. Let me make her an honest woman, whatever that could be. And I have a question for you about honest women after this. Please remind me. But if all that you're waiting for is your money to get right to make that commitment, you probably don't really value that woman. She hasn't brought the inspiration that's going to push you to the next level. And so she's there because she's allowing you to be there and waste her time. And so I think we as women, not to say that there's a time limit and there's no right way, because all relationships are different and they're all subjective and they all take time, and the younger you are, the more time that you should take. But if you're an adult, I personally think if you're over the age of 35 and you're intentional dating, 3 years is too long. Get somebody else to do it. Get a 25-year-old, get a 27-year-old, get a 23-year-old. They got that time to waste and to have fun and just see how it's gonna go. But if you're an older adult, be intentional or don't. Which brings me to a question for you.
Well, if that was the case, then you should not be dating this dude, because this dude is not even at the age where really that's where he should be comfortable in his mind, him either experiencing or living a little bit more life to make that great decision to, find a wife. And this man is 27 years of age, dating a 37-year-old. He is not ready to be finding a wife. He's not even sure himself. And what Sarah has done to this young man, he has put this dude on a spot to show and prove evident to the men that you're too young to be thinking about goddamn marriage. And there's a good example here. Let me read what is the chat room. But if he doesn't have the money, then you will complain about that and make him look small. It's more than making it look small. Most women use the money today in the West, Kofi, as just another form label to really keep pushing their bullshit to show that I will not submit or take on your leadership or listen to you, period. And the reason why that is, Kofi, because most women today, that's unfortunate, in not the same position as Sarah, most of them are living paycheck to paycheck and living off some form of government necessity, unfortunately. As you can tell, as the government rolls back and cuts back with some of these jobs and some of the what do you call it? Stipends for women are going to take what a man could offer. It is what it is. It is what it is. So it's his father who should instill life lessons within their relationship. Yeah, the mindset. Yep. No, he's not a child, but at this point in life, to take on a wife and become a husband, because it is a duty nonetheless. A man at this age, no matter what he's doing financially, which I think he said doing very well, the last thing you should be thinking about is taking on a Western woman as a wife. It's the last thing you want to do, brother. Unless she's younger than you, then I will understand it. But if she's like a whole decade older than you, no, I will not advise that. I would tell you to stay far from that. Fast. But let me keep playing. I gotta finish this stream.
I have two questions. Remind me about the thing I just already forgot that I asked you to remind me about. But my second question is.
I forgot the question already.
Damn, both of us, we just tore up. But this is what I will say, because technically, according to the internet, I'm cooked. I'm above 35. I've never been married. Mm-hmm. I don't have children, which says I'm a red flag. Why would you, a man that has all of these options, a lot of the options, also indulged in some options. Why would you choose a woman that is 37 instead of a woman that is 27? Is that a good question?
That's an amazing
That's
question.
great.
That is a good question. It's a good one. Whoever wrote that one.
Yeah, and this is a good question that I want you to give a real honest answer. Because she put you on Front Street, my brother. Make sure your answer is very clear and coarse. Think wisely in this. Yeah, that too. Let's go.
Why would I?
Mm-hmm.
You got, well, just saying an age is one thing. It's who's the age attached to. You know, this age that we talked about, 37, is attached to Sarah. Like, it ain't too many of you at any age. So wherever you can get her at, you better take her. You know, I just so happy to get you at 37. You know, I would have took you at 27. I would have took you at, you know, whenever I can get you. You know, but at the same time, now that I have you at 37, the benefits of that, you know, I would say you are wise.
Thank you.
You are, like, we talk about a lot of stuff, you know, not just business wise, just, you know, different experiences that you've had that maybe I haven't had and you can tell me about, you know, or you really know yourself now. Like, you know, I would never go for this, or I've already tried this before and I know I would never do that. So you know yourself so much, so well, and the experiences that you coming with are like super valuable, you know.
But why wouldn't you want a young woman who is malleable, like who you can form into whatever it is that you want? Why would you want a woman that's technically cooked? Is there value in a woman that's cooked?
Yeah, the value in your experience, you know, the value in your connections, you know. Yeah, there's a lot of value in you.
Okay. Well, why not someone that's 27?
Well,
Don't they have value? Can't they
mean-
have the same connections?
I mean, connections take time, so I mean, and it's pros and cons with both, to be honest. You know,
Tell me the cons.
the
for
cons
us.
with a 27-year-old.
No, oh yeah, for both.
Let's do 37.
Okay.
The cons in a 37-year-old, not necessarily you, but just a 37-year-old. You could be broken. Like I said, I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about just a 37-year-old.
Why would a 37-year-old be broken?
She could have been broken. She's been through so many heartbreaks. You know, guys that have done her wrong. She could be broken.
Touche. Okay, do the
You know?
healing. What if she's not broken? I don't know.
Well, if she's not broken,
I feel like a 27-year-old is more likely to be broken than a 37-year-old.
why?
Because a 27-year-old is still figuring themselves out. A 37-year-old, we know who we are. We're not getting broken anymore. I think,
I
as a
beg to
woman.
differ. I think a 27-year-old or 25-year-old, like, they haven't seen everything yet. They haven't experienced everything yet. So they don't think the world is, you know, so dark because they haven't, you know, had their heart broken as many times, whatever the case is. And, you know, they probably have a easier outlook on what a man would do for them, or what a man, oh, does he really love me? You know, I think when you're older, sometimes you bring a lot of baggage. You know,
Like what, kids?
I mean, kids is big, or just baggage as in just past traumas.
You don't feel like young women have past traumas?
They just don't have as many because they hadn't lived as long.
So what's their cons for young women?
A younger woman just being naive, you know, being not as stable in life.
I gotta pause there, guys. this should be a lesson learned for you young dudes. Besides anybody older that's over 30 and up or 40, right? We get it as we're, and I know Kofi and any man that's on here, I take it we're over the age 35. We understand this, right? To a degree. But one thing is evident that separates us to the young gentleman like this man here is that when a question is asked about what is said about women and their value, it should be clear at this point. But the problem is it will not be clear for every man. And the reason why I don't care if this man was messing around with a lot of women at the age of 27, you still got a long way to go, sir. A very long way to go. I could tell by you answering the questions, you have to think about it. You have to come with certain ways to answer. Sometimes you don't articulate clear enough. You're uncertain. It tells you that right there, you still have a long way to go because your age determines the value of where you are mentally. You're not there yet. And Sarah knows this. So anytime I say you're a 37-year cook, we're not just saying this and make you feel lesser than. Well, you are less than to a degree, but not really less in nature. But they know saying you have wasted your precious years trying to be and attain things like a man. And instead, focus on little things that make things value as a woman, and that is to be an actual woman. And that you need to be bonded by some man respectfully and be in time, hopefully a helpmate to some man of some value. And it don't take up to 37 years of age to maybe get, let's say, a man like this. And really, the man you got is very reflective. Any man that's older, we can see right off by the looks of him head to toe and how he talks, he can't be around circles of men that have their shit in together and are there mentally. They will run you down the floor, my dude. She comes in a special place amongst other men that's older than you. They could tell right there, say, oh yeah, you're a nice little concubine. You're just his plaything. You're not in control. And that is the problem that a lot of modern women don't understand when we watch these content. Your man that you pick as your mate, as a future husband or whatever, is reflective on you. Yes, I said it is very reflective on you. And as I'm listening in, and I'm going to wrap this up because this is long enough. I think it made this point. That relationships are always reflective, Sarah. Kevin Samuels has told us this for the last few years before he was gone for the last 3 years. And shown here, the mate you pick is very reflective on you. Let me play this, and we're going to wrap this up, guys.
You know?
It kind of sounds like a 27-year-old is better. Because what I'm hearing, and y'all tell me if I'm crazy. I mean, I know you're not talking about me in particular, but it sounds like more older women come with baggage. They come with more trauma. Yes, they might have more stability, but that's not really something that men are seeking. And it sounds like younger women are more naive, which means they're probably more fun, which means they probably aren't so set inside of who they are, and they have more time to give you children.
All good points.
Right. So why would you choose me? Let's take it out of general and make it into you and I, a 37-year-old over a 25-year-old.
Because it's you, Sarah.
No, I want to know.
That's exactly what I'm saying. It's the age has nothing to do with it. I'm choosing Sarah. Like I have to get you where I met you at.
Okay, so for a woman, okay, so give me qualities of a me for women to say, okay, this is what I get to work on, so that whether you're 27 or 37, a man like you that has a ton of options, and women literally do everything for you for nothing from you, which is crazy to me. How do they bag that man? Does that question make sense? Like, is that a useful question?
Can you reword it maybe?
Like, because the internet is weaponizing age, and it's weaponizing singleness, and it's making women that are older feel like Paul Pierce says we're cooked, right? Once we hit 35, really 33, or really 30. Once we hit 30, we're cooked. Our eggs are dried up. We're no good. Nobody wants us anymore, right? So why have you now, a man that has options? You have money, you have a huge house, you have investments, you're handsome, you're 6'7¾". You got a lot of, you surpassed the 4 6s, all of them. And there's way more than that, right? So why would you or someone like you that has options choose to lock in with someone that is older?
So I'm just gonna reword it a little bit. I'm choosing to lock in with Sarah, right?
Okay.
And what do you do for me? What makes me choose you over anybody else?
Yes.
It's the way you make me feel, like when we together. Just how rare you are, even though the age, having no kids, the life lessons, that you've demonstrated to me just, in the time that we've been together. I just know that with us together, like how stronger I'm going to become because of you. Like the motivation, like the push I feel you so happy and jolly that it just automatically like transitions to me. Like, so, I you say it all the time, like I'm a grumpy, whatever. Like you wake up and you like,
grumpy.
hello, and all of this, and and that automatically like transitions to me, and it makes me feel in a better place. Like, so it's a lot of intangible things that I can't even just articulate like
We'll
that.
try for the women
I'm
at
trying.
home because they want to know, how do they get a man? How do they get a 7-figure earning, 6'7" tall, freaking fit? I ain't gonna talk about what's mine and all the other things. How do they? I'm not, because I don't want nobody gunning for my man. Thank you very much. But I say that to say, how, like, what is a man like you? Because a lot of people in our circle are like you. Well, not like you, but
Right, I was gonna
you know,
say.
they ain't like you, but you know what I mean. But how
How do they do it?
what are the intangibles?
I don't know. They can't. It's hard. I'm sorry.
No, you gotta give hope, babe.
I'm giving hope.
That's zero hope.
It's the crazy thing about it is the women that qualify, they know. They already know.
Okay, so for the young
The
women,
people that we speaking to probably just not it.
okay, so I agree with you. How do they become it?
I don't know, man. Y'all got me feeling like Kevin Samuel or something. Be reincarnated. I don't know. It's it's hard out here, y'all.
You just gonna leave them on no hope?
How do you asking
Can
them?
you give them 5 characteristics or traits? 5 that a man is looking for in a woman. That's a fair question.
All right.
5 characteristics. I gotta hear this, and I'm gonna end this.
Beautiful.
Okay, I agree with that.
In shape.
I'm gonna lump that with
Let's go
beautiful.
with beautiful.
It's our
Just
first rule.
nice.
Oh, okay.
Being like I said, you the nicest, jolliest person I know.
Sarah is not nice. She's
I'm
Who?
kind.
She may not be nice to you.
Well, I'm saying she's kind.
I'm not a pushover, is what she's
No,
saying.
she's not a pushover.
That's
Okay,
what I'm saying.
and I've heard you say this before. Like, that's your version of nice. Nice, polite, just a joyful person to be around.
Okay, that's fair.
Like,
That's fair.
that's what I mean.
Okay.
Just being a joyful person.
Okay.
We got 2 down.
That's not 2.
Having some good, sex helps.
No, because we don't teach women to have sex quickly.
Oh,
We didn't have sex quickly.
all right. So take that away then. What's another quality? Being available.
No.
What? Not a hoe.
Okay. Not promiscuous.
That helps.
Okay, beautiful fit, joyful disposition. Don't be promiscuous. This is good. We're getting somewhere.
We getting somewhere.
Okay. Do you care if she's smart? Would you rather have?
Yeah, I care if she's smart.
Would you rather have a beautiful idiot, meaning her IQ is low?
I'm also wrap this up, guys, because now it's getting very goofy now. Because the guy is not really can't really articulate was it 6 or 5 things she asked for. He did mention a couple of them, and that was one of the parameters, but it says 2, but it's actually 4 already from what y'all heard. But let's keep going. I want to listen more to this nonsense.
Or a universally unattractive woman that's nurturing, loving, caring, there for you, it's supportive, encouraging, and successful monetarily.
I'd rather have a beautiful idiot.
That's 2-0 right now.
Wow.
It's honest.
I'd rather have a beautiful idiot than
Ugly smart woman.
nurturing girl. That's just me. Like,
It's not just you. I feel like we're asking all the men this, and they're all saying the same
But
thing.
why?
What do you mean? Why?
Men are aesthetically leading.
I don't need you to calculate my math problem. You know, why? You know, nurturing is cool, but we got Uber Eats too. You know, I would love to have all of it. Don't get me wrong. Give it to me. Give me beautiful, smart, you know, nurturing, all of that. But if I had to choose between an ugly girl that got it all and a beautiful girl that got some of it, I'm gonna take the beautiful girl.
Okay, what about you, Sarah? Would you choose an ugly man?
See, that's, you know, I can answer that for
vice
you.
versa. What would
I
you
can answer
say?
that for you.
I'm curious.
You gonna answer it for me?
Yeah. Oh, so would she choose a ugly man that had it all
Yes.
versus a handsome guy?
That has nothing? Absolutely not.
He has nothing?
Well,
He got something?
maybe 30%.
She gonna go with the ugly guy.
Right.
sure.
I know this for a fact.
10,000%.
Yeah, she gonna go with the ugly
Because
guy.
women aren't aesthetic. Women want safety and security. Just because you look good, you can't do nothing for me, with me.
Yeah,
There's
I
no
get
point. I don't want you.
And we the opposite.
That's a hazard.
And
And men are aesthetic. So I'm not surprised. Masculine men are aesthetic. Feminine women are seeking safety and security. It's just the laws of nature. You know?
All right, enough of that. I'm done. If that was the case, you've been taken off the market by a man that's a little older than you. You're dealing with a young dude, and said he's tall, attractive. So obviously, what you say is different from what we see in front of us. Now, I would agree with the young man in regards to women are, as they get older, they're not no smarter, they're dumber. They act like a child. I agree with that. And the reason why I would agree with the young brother in that statement is because, and most men that's on this chat room or will catch replay of this if you made this far, most women today, like Mr. Leko said, are like children. They have not matured mentally in regards as they age, they should be more mature in their ageness. A lot of them don't want to even think that they're the age that they represent. As they get old, they want to act more like a teenager, like, but they're almost pushing 40. So I would agree that as these women at a certain age, they don't mature enough to regards that they act in regards to as adults mentally. Like, you're supposed to be an adult and leave childish things behavior-wise alone. You have not grown from that. So I agree with the man that. Now, in the case in regards what he likes and what Sarah likes are totally different things. I do not believe the notion that you should deal with a woman that might look good and she's dumb as bricks. I'm not a proponent of that. But I will say this. Most men, if we serious here, if we deal with a woman that we're going to take as a wife, she got to have some brains, some goddamn sense. Because she dumb dip, it's going to be too much work to sit there and train her, especially if she's going to have your goddamn kids. That means she's not gonna do the necessities because she's so dumb. And I'm talking about education. She's not trained enough to be proficient in the basic stuff so she could teach your goddamn kids reading, writing, arithmetic, at least some of that, or the small basics to get your children started. She will not do that because she dumb. And last thing you want to do is a dumb woman that can't even do that, especially going to have your kids. Now, I know we got schools for this, but let's keep it real. The education system in America is not that good. We're bottom last, personally. I'm not going to do the data on what we rank, which they'll tell you what we rank as. I don't worry about that. All I know is we're not good when it comes to education. Sorry. This is the honest truth. So let me read these last comments and I'm going to call us tonight. Let's look. All right. All right. I'm trying to read up here. Damn, there's a lot of comments. Damn. Let's see where to start. And I think earlier somebody wrote about Janet Jackson. Yeah. So you don't say that women look like 37, 47. Yep. Her mindset shows she's older than the way she speaks. Blah blah. And by Pyrus, I think I pronounced Pyrus 7. I disagree. You can tell she was young-minded. Yep. Next by Kofi. Most dudes talking about her age are unrealistic and be like in their 40s and 50s. Very delusional and want an 18-year-old woman themselves. So they got to call that out. Okay. So these dudes be even 25, 37 themselves looking for 50, 55s on the flip side of this. Yeah. Which is really strange because he could have dealt with some of her age, but he does not choose to. Next comment. She's very unfair asking him these questions to show younger women she can get a young man. Yeah. You can see the power dynamic between the young men and other women. Yep. And next one, true, Chaos Rain. But he is not a child either, bro. Like, I read it right. Let me go down. And one person, Paras 7 writes, he's still in his placating phase, which I think I looked that up. I think it means refers to a stage of behavior in which a person tries to appeal or calm someone else, often to avoid conflict, tension, or negative consequence. I agree. We must call that out, Chaos Rain. Yep. Next question. I will not be coddled at a dude his age because he will be online whining all these old blah, blah, blah. Yeah, no, I shouldn't put that. Next question. Sometimes the problem can be complete with all mistakes made by life of man younger. Yep. The understand about yourself and female nature, but be on your deep dive within. I hate the naive narrative. Okay. Next comment. And we can't blame no one else but ourselves. If we continue to go towards women, yep, I understand that. Yep. Next one. Lizards of the Taurus. Yeah. A woman is a woman. A top-notch woman is a woman that will work with you. Yep. Subject to change of any given, even friends in Indians see this. Yep. And Prior 7 writes, don't matey, how many feet things or women are going for her if she behaves like a adversary and doesn't cooperate. Yep. Top notch starts with low and values herself, and what you attract will come at whatever phase. Mate's good, doesn't, hope. Yep. I'm just gonna skim Bruce because it's too much. Yeah, I ain't gonna read all this. More to the table for me. I need to know what is special about you. These are mistakes we make. A headache, even with great intercourse. And well, she found a man, and this one here, as we're gonna end this. Well, she found a man on the same level she is mindset wise, like Tammy Roman.
and her ex-husband who left her because he wants children and she said no. He too was in his late 20s while she was 40s. Yeah. Yes. And I am American. I'm definitely American. All right, guys. I'd like to thank y'all for listening to today's stream. I truly appreciate it. This was a long one. I didn't think it was gonna be this long. I cover more than halfway up to this, and I'm not gonna do another one, unfortunately, because I think he said enough, and it's proven evident that she's trying to push back a narrative to a lot of men in her circles talking about you're a certain age, you're cooked, and it shows why these men were right. And it's not because you're not an attractive woman and you don't have kids yet, but we look at and we always question and have our flags up. A woman at this age that looks as good as you and might do for herself, which is fine, that you're out here now, have no man, much less ready to be a wife or get married and have kids by some man. That's what men look at, you know, especially after age in your 30s, and you're like 37 now. You're way beyond the what do you call it, fertile age for any man to take seriously. Now, a man that's in his 40s and maybe 50s will take you on. And trust me, if you're around these high value men or rich men or men that have status, they would have took you off the market a long time ago. But it seemed to me that you were not taken on the market because you did not want to take on no man's leadership, order, and structure. And that's the end result I would conclude on it. So this young man that's sitting there put on the front seat that is going to be a future husband, may God bless this man. And I hope that he gets something out of this. And for his sake, and I mean, honestly, for his sake, if you make more than her or she makes more than you, brother, look at your finance, really, and look at it very good and long. And if you already at the same level financially, yes, sir, or you almost there, I would highly advise you, young brother, at 27 years old, about to get married, get a prenup. This is anywhere else I would recommend a man that's doing very well and marry someone that's way older or the same as younger. Yeah, you need to get prenup and make sure prenup is tightly knit. Real talk, you need that, brother. And if you're not thinking on that, and she gets you to say I do with that ring without no prenup, you're fucked. Oh, and Paras Sem writes, this is gonna be the last comment. A woman being that old and pretty being single shows she has no sense of loyalty. And we'll end on that note. I appreciate that comment, my brother, or whoever. Appreciate that. Thank y'all for watching today's stream. Please leave comments at the end of this video. I'll be reading all comments. Make sure to follow my social media links that's in the description below. Follow me on Twitter at ChaosReign7. Follow me on Facebook, Eric Ray on Facebook. Join my Discord service. Also, follow my Rumble page, CRain23 on Rumble. And last but not least, if you're not a member of the Chaos Reign Show, what you waiting for? Join the membership now of the Chaos Reign Show. That's all links. Thank you for watching today's stream. And till next time, guys. I truly do mean it. Let it chaos reign.
Man, fuck all you hoes. Fuck you and your mammy and your granny too.
They like the chaos.
They like the chaos. So when you're able to
Chaos.
let that chaos reign with you,
Chaos.
let that chaos reign with you,
Chaos.
let that chaos reign with you,
Must reign.